Hey, we're live! Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunken World Saga. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream where we have 4 groups of player characters, each with 4 characters each, played by a total of 8 players with 2 characters between them. Tonight we return to the Order of the Lion's Hope. If everybody could have headphones in and the stream muted, please. We return to the Order of the Lion's Hope, who are in the Green Kingdoms in this collection of land masses that we call Walharn. So I'm going to have our characters and players introduce themselves in alphabetical order. K, L, M, N, O, P. So first up will be Aka.
Hey, I'm Nathaniel Potts Wells, and I am playing Aka, the monk, pugilist, strength boy orc.
And after Aka, we have Althea.
Hi, I am Connor Tolles, and I am playing Alfie Nilo, the half-elf sorceress.
And after Althea, we have Marcus.
Hey guys, I'm Aaron. I'm playing Marcus, the druid halfling.
And after Marcus, there is Merahim.
Hi, I'm Ian Donovan Highland. I'm playing Merahim, the wizard tiefling.
And so, the Order of the Lion's Hope have been in their home turf, the Empire of Hallandor, where their knightly order is bound to the office of the Emperor in service. They specifically have been in the northern region, and there in the city of Javenna, they were sent to deal with a newly found enemy of the state, Caladrius, a court wizard once upon a time. Upon climbing his tower, they found him planning to reshape the world under his own specifications. Unfortunately, he got away with what they have now learned is called the World Egg. They spoke with some of their comrades, veterans in the Order, and then returned to the tower to investigate, only to find that some other group had infiltrated, a group wearing white masks. They had come across one of this group earlier before they entered the tower at all. They decided to instead investigate the lower regions of the tower where there wouldn't be as much conflict, although there was a fight where multiple people died. They investigated a group of magical items and got them. They have 3, and that is where we pick up with you all in the tower's trophy room. Welcome to Dungeons & Dragons.
Well, so
Can I really have this boat? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, out of character. Do we remember what we had decided? Are we leaving now, or? I guess I could ask that in character. But I don't think I'm in the room with you guys.
No, you all are all in the room.
room.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Didn't we talk about doing something with this coral boy out here? The coral monster.
Sorry, doing something with what?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So if you go to that front door and you open it, there's a sleeping monster out there, and it's that big coral-looking thing that we saw when we were flying away from the tower.
Yeah, I think maybe we should go out and, maybe say hi to him, see what's going on. I know the tower's going to leave soon, and it would be pretty bad for the town if we leave the big coral monster out there to run around, kill some people. Yeah, let's take a look. And I guess I'll start walking in that direction.
Sure.
Sorry, everyone. I was having some microphone troubles. Are we not all rather injured? if I remember correctly. And I look down at myself. I'm kind of cut up a little bit. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
I mean, I'm looking fine.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
kind of.
feeling pretty good. I think I
I'm,
could turn
I'm
into a wolf.
running low on spells a little bit, but
It's hard to tell which scars are old and which ones are new.
The new ones are still wet.
I don't have any of those.
Well, then you're fine.
I guess we're all right then, except for you.
Honestly, I'm okay. I just remembered somebody mentioning being out of some spell slots, so I thought if we were tired.
yeah,
Oh,
that
wait, I'm
that
sorry.
was
Did we like take a break? We took like a short rest.
I'm pretty sure we took a short rest.
You took a short rest at the tavern.
Yeah.
You did not take a. You have not taken a long rest, so you have not had a refill on your slots unless you get them from a short rest.
I'm pretty tapped on spell. I mean, I still have, I can still do some big things, but
We still have these fancy new toys.
it's true. But I'm pretty sure you said mine doesn't really do much in combat, I don't think.
Yeah, all right then. Well, we could just let the city guard
actually-
know that big coral bloke's going to be out there running around, and we could take a nap or head on back.
I mean, if we did take, a little break, I could, familiarize myself with this item, and I'm pretty sure you told me it can help me, regain one spell a day. So I could do that.
If you're not feeling up for it, you can hang here and make sure nothing comes out behind us.
We've
The rest
already
of us can go smack this monster around.
we've already pretty thoroughly explored the tower, right?
I mean, what is available to you? It definitely seems like. I would say Marahim, make a Arcana check.
Wasn't there that other staircase that we didn't check out?
What'd you get?
A 26.
26. You recognize that this tower shifts depending on who is traveling through it. So it is likely that basically this floor and then these stairs up are basically your only options because you are not the homeowner.
Is there
It's a good
anything
thing
I
he
could
left all
do
his good
to,
magic items?
Is there anything I could do to disrupt that magic?
Considering the fact that you know that you can't make a tower that changes.
Okay, yeah, no, I just wanted to know with a 26 if I had any like.
You are aware that this is a little bit beyond you.
All right. Well, I suppose the only thing left to do here is to dispatch that creature if we're all feeling up to it. But frankly, I'll let you all decide. What is it that we're fighting again? Or what is it that's outside?
It is what looks like a massive, like sort of lizard horse hybrid, but its body looks like it's made out of like coral. You're not actually outside. I'm just showing you the token.
Okay. Do I have any idea, like, Arcana or Nature, like what that might be?
You have not gotten a great look at it. I think the only person who's really seen it up close was Akka.
Well,
Akka
so
and Althea.
we saw it when we were flying, and
Yes.
I don't think that we knew what it was when we did that. So.
No.
Can I send my Raven out there to just, like, look?
Yeah, we already did that though. We did that like 2 sessions or
Well,
however long
so
ago.
you all didn't fly super close to it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, it's highly unlikely that you all would recognize this. I can tell you that from a game-breaking perspective. But if you wanted to, I could describe it in more detail.
No, that's okay. If he doesn't have any context as to what it is, then it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus did not recognize it, and of all of you, he is the most aware of creatures.
You can just call him a furry, Ben. It's fine. Yeah, so are we gonna go out there and whack him a little bit, Eka? Or are we gonna save that for another day?
I'll give him a few rings to his bell.
Alright, and yeah, if things get bad, maybe we could just leave and just let the city guard know.
This feels like a very large waste of time, because if I remember correctly, I know that I am slowly catching up on where we were. Aren't we in a rush to find this mad wizard who is trying to restart the world?
Yeah, we know one cave that he gets his casting powder from.
Well, all politics are legal, so I think if we start here with this coral creature that destroys this town, then that's a good place to start with the end of the world.
I would have to agree with. Oh, that was Arco, right?
That was Marcus.
That was Marcus.
Oh, sorry. My apology. I'm gonna have to agree with Marcus. I think because remember that guy who was, with the sword that bamfed people away. He said that matter, like people in the tower, won't get transported. So I feel like this monster, when this tower leaves, the monster will still be here.
Yes, but are you all forgetting that our objective isn't to save every small town, it is to stop this individual trying to destroy the world. We're on a time crunch.
Well, yes, but I mean, we're also supposed to protect, the people.
Is that actually a part of our mission? As an order?
Yes. I can pull up the oath that you took if you would like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to figure out how to roleplay that, what the angle would be.
Yeah. Sorry, let me get that up. I can't do it on my computer because I'm bad at understanding how Twitch works. So it'll take me just a second. But generally, it is a part of your sacred oath that, your duty is to the Empire, but you should do all you can to help the world, and that includes helping people on a smaller scale.
Okay. All right. If that's the oath, then sure. Okay then. Let's make it quick then.
Yeah, I posted them in the Roll20 chat.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you. I'm still scrolling. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give him a whack. And I'm gonna start walking. I'm not a wolf right now.
Okay.
Thea's going to follow.
So how are you all exiting the tower? Just so I know.
Thea would probably come out last.
I think Merheim would come out last.
Yeah, I'll go first.
And I'll go behind him, and probably before we even open the door, I would wild shape.
Into wolf?
Well, yeah, I'm thinking. I'm gonna wild shape into a brown bear.
Okay, and is that large or huge?
That is also a large creature.
Okay. Then we got a brown bear. What do you see? And okay, so you all exit, and you see the High Compar is what it's called. You see it sort of casually looking at the gate. It seems like it might have woken up from its slumber, but it doesn't seem to have necessarily noted you all since you are exiting from behind it. I'm going to put it down here because that would make more sense if it's not going to notice you immediately. Now, if you all are going to attempt to reach it without you knowing, I need the 3 bipeds and the bear to make stealth checks.
Okay. This is what I'm good at. Hopefully.
All right, 19.
Yeah, 19 for the bear, so...
Ooh, 24 for Althea.
Where is this bad boy? There it is.
So there's a picnic basket. I'm trying to...
I don't think I'm trying to get closer. I think I'm hanging out
Yeah.
by the door.
Okay, no
What,
worries.
Should I still roll a stealth check or?
No.
Okay.
It's the approach. Or like if you're going to stay put, I would say no.
Yeah,
think
he is waiting
Yeah.
by the door. He's
Althea's
use
24 is for repositioning.
I think
as we're going out, Akka is sliding the gloves on, and he's just bitching about how much he hates wearing clothes and it feels restrictive.
Okay.
I think Althea is probably gonna like try and get between, like be like the middle person, so like between the bear and Akka, and Marahim, and like play that like middle ground.
Okay. Well, you all should have control of your tokens. But I'm going to say that your all's average is high enough that you get a surprise round. Oh, I need to give you bear permission, don't I? Nope, you got it.
No, I have it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just walk up to it, and when I'm behind it, I guess I'm waiting for Akka to strike too, and I'm gonna get up on my hind legs and get ready to come down with a slash and a bite.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna use my action to try and I'm gonna test out these gloves and smack them together in my hands and see if this enlarge thing happens.
Okay. You have not attuned to them, so no.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll run up
Sure.
right to it and hold my yeah, I already used my action. And just get in its face.
Okay. Althea, Marahim, do you all want to use any spells that will trigger at the same time as Mark Bearkiss's attack?
Could I get? I have 30 feet of movement. Could I get to a position where I'm not, or at least where I would think that I'm not within melee range, and also be able to use my lightning breath?
Your
But,
lightning
like,
breath
where
is
it wouldn't hit them.
15-foot cone. I think that if you got to like here, you would be good, and you would be able to aim it so that it didn't hit them. I mean, you could also be next to Akka, but
But that would require a stealth check, though, right? Oh, he did one. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I was 24.
okay. Then go ahead and lightning breath. Is that what you're doing? And then multi-attack from the bear. So yeah, if you want to roll.
Yeah, I think I'll Toll the Dead,
Okay.
which is going to be a Wisdom save.
Okay. It just makes the wisdom save for Toll the Dead. It does not make the dexterity save for the lightning breath.
And I rolled a 17 and a 13 to hit.
Okay. Neither of those hit.
Oh,
Or they hit, but they are knocked away by the coral that is on its body. And when you hit, you actually feel the coral sort of pulse and like move you away.
Oh, okay. Even
and-
though I'm large.
Even though you are large. Not like push you back, sorry. Just meaning
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah, I see.
physically turning your attack. And you breathe your lightning on it, and you feel it sort of rock over this thing's body, and it lets out like a cry of like a horse in moderate pain. And then I need everybody to roll initiative.
That was 8 points of lightning, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
11?
I also got 11.
10.
Okay, if you two don't mind re-rolling against each other.
Is that like with our initiative bonus or just a straight d20?
With initiative bonus.
And I got a 5 this time.
I got
Have
a
we ever
23.
taken a long rest on these characters? I don't think so, right?
You have
No.
not.
Wow.
I have one long day.
I mean, it's still raining pretty hard out here. By the way, I haven't really set that stage.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's like storm is still huge. Yeah, everybody else has been like, oh yeah, we've had a few days. You guys have just been the adventure of one day. Okay, so Althea will be going first on the 11s. So first up, it is the turn of the Haikumpar, and it is going to stand up really, really quickly and turn to face the two of you, the two physical people who are threats at the moment. And it is going to raise its hoof, and as it does, you see more of the coral on like its haunches sort of move up its body, and you basically watch as this mass of like rocky plant is what I think is the best way to describe it for your characters who have probably never really seen this. You see it seem to like move along the muscles of this thing and gather around like the calf of its foreleg, and it just brings it up and tries to slam it into Akka's chest. But that's only going to be a 12, which misses, I believe. And then it is going to turn just a bit, and with the same hoof try and hit this big bear in front of it. That is only a 14. Does that hit Brown Bear?
It does.
Okay. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then it is going to basically inhale. Like it just goes... And that is the end of its turn. Next up, it is Akka's go. Which you might be muted.
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
I'm assuming that the elemental damage on the cestus also do not work without being attuned.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be punching this big boy. It's 17.
17 does not hit.
11.
11 does not hit.
What?
Why are we fighting this thing? Okay, I will use my bonus action to attempt to attack it too. That's a crit.
Yeah, that one hits.
So that does 12 bludgeoning damage to it.
Okay.
And I just go in and thud with both of my fists, and it doesn't seem to do anything, and so I look really mad, and so then I just bring up my hands together into like a big hammer and just hammer fist straight down onto it.
You do a Kirk punch.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. It does. I mean, it looks like you all have done a good amount of damage to it. Like, it doesn't look pleased. It's not quite bloody, but
It doesn't look pleased.
you are hurting it. And is that Akka's turn?
I'm gonna shift around to here, and then end my turn.
Okay, cool. Althea, it's your turn.
Althea is going to see that things aren't quite hitting as they should, and go 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, how far can I go? Oh, wait. Okay. I'm going to cast Thunder Step at the second level, and I can then teleport 300 feet away, 90 feet away, sorry. But there is a loud thunderous boom that gets heard 300 feet away. And I'm going to go from here over here by Uncle Merahim. And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Trying to hit the button to make it pop
Your
up.
DC is 16, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It does not succeed.
Sweet, so it takes 3d10 thunder damage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So 3d10.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nice.
15 thunder. Right, is it thunder?
It's thunder damage, yeah.
Sure it's thunder. Yeah. And then, so with my tempestuous magic thing, it says when I cast a spell at first level or higher, before I cast it or after I cast it, I can move can fly up to 10 feet. Can I use that to get me 10 feet closer after I land? Like after I teleport away? Like land there and then just go phew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
You summon yourself, drop yourself off, shoot yourself forward.
She's really trying to stick and move, confuse it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
she
you don't
really
know
is
where we
being
go next.
Storm right now, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Like, I think that when you create that thunder, like, you all can hear it, but it doesn't sound any different from the actual storm that's going on around you. Marcus.
I don't
your
know.
turn.
It sounded like it was punching me in the face almost.
Almost. Not quite.
Yeah, because I was very worried when Arca moved because I was like, oh no. It's like a 10-foot radius, so it's like I gotta make sure I get away from him but still be able to see away.
Okay. Is it my turn then?
Yes.
Yes,
Sorry.
this is the end of my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move. I guess I'm back down on all fours, and I'm gonna move around the large coral creature, and then while I'm moving, I'm going to swipe with one of my claws, trying to rake across its back, and then I'm going to reach out and try to bite it too. So that's a 13 to hit and 14 to hit. So neither of those hit.
Yeah. Neither of those connected. Quite.
How tall are these walls?
Those walls, they are about 15 feet high, I believe I said.
Okay.
I think. I hope that that's what I said.
Okay, and that's my turn then.
Okay. Then, after you, it is Merahim's turn.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. So I'm gonna cast a hand right here, and this stone hand just that looks like the spectral hand that Merahim normally has around him emerges from the ground and grabs at the hoof that it made like all corally and tries to like crush it and pull it to the ground.
Okay. Cool.
So it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. It has failed.
Alright, so it takes 2d6. It takes 8 bludgeoning damage, and it is restrained.
Okay. It is also bloodied. So you have bloodied
Finish
it.
this quick, we have things to do. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just like walk back into the doorway, just like so ready to leave.
Okay. And there you go. That is Merahim's turn. It gives kind of like a and then it goes back to its turn, and even though it is stuck, it is going to crane its neck. Bless you. It's going to crane its neck and look at, I think, Barracus. And with that inhale, still in... Sort of, when it inhaled, you saw, like, a sort of pouch just where the neck met the chest sort of inflate, and it turns, and it goes... And out of its mouth, you see about 20 little, very shiny bubbles come out and float all around you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Squirtle, use bubble beam.
6.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's not a very
I mean,
dexterous
it's
bear.
their help. It's fine.
Okay, you take 25 points of radiant damage.
Okay, and I am turned back into Marcus.
All right, we got Marcus back.
Oh no.
He's fine. He didn't even lose any hit points on his halfling. He's
Not true.
okay.
I lost 3 hit points on my halfling.
Well, you all are dead. Oh no, wrong
Halflings
token.
only have 3 hit points. So.
He loses 1 bear shape and summons 2 more.
I'm sorry. I believe I'm good to go. But that is its turn. Akka, it's your turn next.
Aka's just gonna yell out to cover your mouth when you sneeze and just wail on its back some more.
Okay.
9 does not hit. Wait, do I have advantage for being behind it?
Oh, you would. So if you want to re-roll the first
He's
one,
also
or we can
restrained,
say
so
the. Oh yeah, it is restrained.
Well, can we just say that that's the
Sure.
first attack?
Yeah.
And also, I didn't do it last time, but I need to remember to do it this time since these are the first times I've crit with Akka. My crits get an extra damage dice roll because of being half orc.
Okay. Nice.
So I'll go ahead and roll damage for the first attack. That.
All right, 12 damage.
Well, so let's roll 1d6. 12 plus 2, 14 damage on that. I'll make another one. 13.
With advantage.
Oh, wait, with advantage. Doesn't hit.
Yeah, that one
And
doesn't
then
hit.
I'm going to use my bonus action to make another martial arts attack. And this time I actually clicked on advantage. And a 15, I believe, doesn't hit.
It does not hit. No.
Literally, my other 2 attacks are just me, like, smacking at it. I'm trying to wrench my hand free of these coral that I dug it into with the first punch.
Yeah, you like punched a little hole in it, and it like went and like grew around you. Not that you're not actually restrained though.
Yeah.
And then it is.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay. And then it is Althea's turn.
Because it worked really well last time, I'm going to run up here, and then this time when I go to cast Thunderstep, I'm going to can I use the bonus action, use the tempestuous magic before I cast it this time, and shoot myself forward 10 feet, so I'm not in range of Akka. Can I do that? If not,
what is the exact verbiage of that
So the-
feature?
exact verbiage is as a bonus action you can cause gusts of air to surround you before or after you cast a
Oh.
spell of first level or higher.
Then yeah, no problem.
Okay. So I'm going to land there, and then I'm going to pump another Thunderstep at 2nd level into him, so another DC 16 Constitution.
Okay. This time it's a success.
Well, it still takes half damage. So half of 3d10. So 16 down to 8, and I'm going to pop back over here again.
Okay. Still not looking good for the High Compar.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Then Marcus, it is your go.
All right. I am going to hold up my shield and my quarterstaff and say,
Oh, you're a tough one, aren't you? And I'm gonna cast Shillelagh with my bonus action,
and then I will strike.
And you hit.
You have advantage if you want to see if you get a crit.
Oh, why do I have advantage?
Oh, he is
restrained.
restrained.
Oh, okay, cool. I can't find it on my character sheet again. I think that's fine. I don't think I'll get one. So that's 6 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, this thing is so close to death. Like, the coral has started to, like, crumble off. And it's actually this very beautiful, like, blue in some places, pink in some other places, like, falling off of it. And it is, like, wavering with its 1 foot caught in Marahim's dirt hand. Stone hand.
Cobblestone.
Yeah, cobblestone hand. And is that your turn, Marcus?
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay, then
Can I like make some sort of check to see if I like know what it is? I'm just curious at this point.
I guess make a nature check.
21.
Yeah, so you think now that you're up close with it, you've read about something that sounded like this in a description, but it was a really old description, called a Hycompar, and what they essentially were a creature that nobody knew the origin of, but when people with a ample amount of knowledge of magic or magic within themselves, so like wizards or sorcerers or bards or druids, when they would find themselves out to sea, occasionally after shipwrecks, no one would survive except for people who did magic, because they would have been saved by what they described as a water horse covered in rock. And that is probably the closest. This is the closest thing you've ever seen to that, other than like a statue.
Always thought that was a myth. And then he's gonna crush it. Or would he? Does it seem like it would have been aggressive with us?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then he crushes it.
Okay. Does it get to make another check, or is it just like you apply that damage?
Let me double check. I think
It would seem like you would just be able to apply the damage, I think.
no, it gets to make another strength saving throw. It doesn't. If it succeeds the strength throw, it doesn't get unrestrained. It just takes half damage.
Okay. It has.
And I think he's trying to do it like non-lethally. I think he's trying to just incapacitate this thing.
Okay. It has failed, so you do your non-lethal 2d6.
11 bludgeoning.
Yeah. It crumbles, and you can still see that it's breathing, but it is definitely out for the count. Down for the count.
Do I have like a Pokeball or something that I can like?
You do, but only a actual Pokeball, not even a Great Ball. So unlikely you're gonna really nab this thing. But you all have finished this fight. Success.
Is there any like pieces of him on the ground?
There are pieces of that coral.
Yeah, I want to take some of that with me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a little worried that we're just gonna leave this guy here and he's gonna wake up and he's still gonna do the whole rampaging through the city thing.
Can we tie him down inside of the tower, and then it'll go with the tower?
No, it won't go with the tower. That's why we didn't leave it here in the first place. What we could do, and my thought
we
was...
can get that catapult inside on the dinosaur and send it out of the city.
Yes, exactly.
What if we used all of our birds together to like carry it to some like water area or something?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Or we could always carry it back to the Lion's Hope. This is a creature that hasn't been seen, as far as I have researched, in dozens of years at least. We could bring it back and study it.
Ben, I'm gonna go ahead and call my.
Yeah, I'll call too.
Guy.
Yeah.
Call mine as well.
You all call them. Your birds are all free except for Alan.
Yeah.
My bird actually sticks with me.
Does
I
Alan
think
still
that's
eat it?
something I said.
Yeah, Alan is basically through that connection you get the sense that he's like, just a minute.
Yeah, I think Ellen's having a good time at the pub still, so I think your three birds can probably handle him. He's pretty big actually, but they're strong.
So, Althea, are you like sending your bird away so that they can return big?
So she can get big.
Okay.
But we're outside though, so would I have to send her away, or would she just like fly up a few feet?
Yeah, she has to fly out of sight.
Okay. Oh, out of sight. That's right.
So she'll go behind the tower and then
Yeah,
just suddenly be big.
No, it's
Um,
more like she flies up, you can't see her, then, oh, what's that shape coming down? It's just a normal-sized bird. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I have to do the same thing because Toot Toot is always on me, so she's got to fly out. And
Yeah,
Come back.
so Larry returns big, and he lands serious and grim as ever. And then Toot Toot, and does Althea's bird have a name?
I think I named it, but I can't remember what it was, so I'm just gonna name it Pipsqueak.
All right, Pipsqueak and Toot Toot take a little bit more time.
And while we're waiting for them, I'll start tying up the creature. I have 20 feet of rope, so I don't know how much that'll get
I mean,
for him.
it is
Yeah.
it is bigger than a horse, but you can get some good wrapping around it. It's like the sort of arch of its back is a little more lizard-like, so you can't like necessarily tie it the same way you would tie a horse. So can you make a survival check?
Sure.
can I
can
give
I
him
help
an
him?
assistance to
Oh.
throw? Because I'm gonna lend him my rope to make sure we get it good.
No, I don't need your help.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got this actually.
Marahim like started like talking about the best not ways to tie things up, and it just fell on deaf ears.
It's also like way bigger than Marcus too, so I imagine I actually do need Aka's help to like hold me up when I'm like tying. Yeah, Aka, could I have a little bit of a boost here?
Yeah, Akka gets down on like one knee so that you can hop up on one of his knees.
Yeah, a choice. All right, I think I got it now, just like this, and then I put a bow on it so that that two of the birds can pick up either side of the bow when they're flying.
Yeah, and you feel like you tied it tight enough that, barring the 2-day flight to Lysaray, as long as this thing doesn't try to kick your birds to death, they should be able to get it without it getting untied.
Yeah, she'll be all right. I think maybe we could wait for your birds, and then we'll go collect Alan on the way out of town, and start heading back. Yeah, does that sound all right?
Yes,
Yeah, and-
good, and do haste.
Toot Toot and Pipsqueak, flutter, 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 back down to you.
Mechanic question: if I were to fight on Pipsqueak, could I like gouge, like run someone through with her beak because she's a hummingbird, and I'm imagining like this giant bird big enough for me to ride on. Like that beak has to be at least like.
Oh, you mean
few
bird
long.
jousting?
Yeah.
It would be
That
possible,
beak's
yeah.
Gotta be it like tremendously harmful and could probably impale somebody, right?
It would be possible. You do know that trying to fight with your soul bonds can be extremely dangerous because their death can cause you a lot of problems until you can get a fresh soul bond animal. So
Okay.
it is possible, but using them in normal fights is incredibly risky.
I'm just thinking desperate times call for desperate measures sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, if you all had gone after the wizard on his dragon, this could have been a good idea. But so Larry has already gone to sort of pick it up, and he's just kind of looking at you, Marahim. With Larry, kind of has like the same expression as Marahim most of the time.
I loved how he had the same voice as him too.
But
All
then
right.
Toot Toot and Pipsqueak, one of them could also go and take the other side.
Okay.
Pipsqueak will.
Okay.
I'll hop on the back.
Yeah, I'll have Toot Toot just like guide them and watch out for them since they.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that they'll switch off too as they fly. Maybe.
And so, what is your exact order that you're going to give them?
Take it back to the Lion's Hope barracks, right?
Yeah.
Well, should we maybe go with them? Because like, what if this thing wakes up mid-fight? Not
I will say,
back out again.
so going to Lysaray, it is like a 2-day flight.
Oh,
I
on
thought
your
we
soul
had
boss.
barracks in the city.
You do have. Well, you don't have. You are allowed to stay at the barracks for a legion in any city, provided there's
Oh.
room. But there is only the headquarters, and then there are smaller training camps outside of other cities, but not one here.
Is there any rivers nearby that we can just drop this thing in?
Yeah, there's the river that feeds into the canal.
Can we get it on the side that flows out of the city and away from it?
You would be able to do that, sure.
You guys want to just drop it in the river then and let the current take it?
is there a lake? Is there like a
Throw it.
lake?
There is a lake that the river flows along with, if that's how geography works.
That's not.
That is
I
how
don't think-
there's Lake Furnace.
Althea's gonna throw her hands up and say, "I literally suggested that from the beginning."
Yeah,
Why
he,
does
he,
no
he
one
probably
ever-
wants. He probably wants to be free, anyways. Yeah, that's a good point, Althea.
But think about all of the things we could learn from this creature.
Yeah, we could come back and I could talk to it in a couple days, maybe.
It's like an unoccupied lake, or like there's nowhere for it to go, right? If it's in the lake, it can't like.
Unless it went through the very many rivers to get to another large body of water, it is likely that you will drop this thing off and it will be very confused and probably not.
Okay.
It's
I just want to put it somewhere where we can come back and study it. That's all.
yeah.
Akka is currently trying to wrestle the thumb down on Mirahim's giant cobblestone hand. So you just hear it's not punching at all.
All right, so you all are going to send it to Lake Furnace then?
I guess. Yeah. Is the storm still going?
Yes.
Is it safe to send our birds in this storm?
The lightning is not any more common right now than any other storm. It was much worse, oddly enough, before Althea got hit by lightning, and now it seems like the lightning part has kind of moved on. Like there will still be an occasional strike, but not so much that a very, very short flight
Okay.
is like extremely dangerous.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay.
Do we want to fly with our birds and then take our birds somewhere and like use our birds to go somewhere else, or are we just sending our birds? Or
Yeah,
can
well, I think maybe they probably got a lot to carry with this big guy. So maybe they could come back after they drop him off, and then we could go back to the headquarters.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I think that now would be a good time for us to go and take a rest. It's been a very long day.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll start walking towards whatever gate there is. There a gate?
Yeah, there's a gate out. It's just below where the map is right now.
Yeah, I'll start walking in that direction.
Sure. And Larry just starts flying immediately, and Pipsqueak kind of like looks around shocked as she just starts to float. Since she's clutching onto the ropes, and then she realizes, oh, if we want to keep this thing up, I gotta fly too. And then she starts flying.
Yep, classic
and-
Pip.
Then you all go. Do you all just go like straight to the barracks of the Legion?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go to the tavern first. to check
He
on
would
Alan.
he would try, and I would try to stop him.
Yeah, well, Alan's just there at the tavern, and I was thinking that we'll just check in on him, see how his day's been, see how the food was.
If you do remember, our birds can join us at any time. When he's ready, he will find you. And also, we killed a man in there, so we should probably give that space some space. Yes.
Well, I mean, technically, we didn't kill the man.
Technicalities be damned, our order did. Enough, we need some sleep. It is nearly 8 p.m.
Yeah. Oh, all right then. Yeah, let's go back then. Have a rest.
You just aged yourself. It's 8 p.m. Time to go to bed.
Look, Ben told me when I first made the character, hey, can you play him like a dick? I was like, okay, sure. Just doing what I gotta do, guys. He sleeps early. He's 45.
I mean, you don't have to play him like a dick. I just thought it would be fun.
No, and it was.
I think it is fun.
I think it is fun. But
You,
Ben's like, don't throw me under that bus.
yeah, I don't want people to think that I was like, hey, listen, if Marcus does not have these exact hobbies, I'm gonna kick you out of the game.
I get notes on my accent after every session that
Yeah.
we play.
Well, I sit Aaron down and have a performance review. And I say, you're not
You
using
guys
your
have a
tantrums.
conference call with Britt from Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, it's me as Alan slipping into Cockney far easier than when I'm trying to be Cockney. Okay, but you all head back to the barrack, and you actually see because the barrack is right across from the tavern, you actually see the door open and a little rooster be like chucked out into the street. You see his feathers are immediately wet with rain, but they were previously wet with some beer.
Hey, Alan. Looks like you had a good time in there. We're just gonna go have a rest at the barracks here. You wanna get out of the rain with us?
He starts like strutting to you.
Yeah, there you are. All right, let's go.
And you all enter the barrack, and it is... You all have never been in a barrack before where there were not at least, like, 20 soldiers. There are 2 soldiers sitting silently on 2 bunks that are, like, next to each other, and they're just sort of... One of them is sitting on the top bunk, his legs hanging over, just, like, staring down at the ground, and the other one is seated below and looking up at her.
Oh, look at these morose motherfuckers.
Everything okay?
No, the woman on the top bunk says.
Where's the rest of your unit?
They are preparing. We were told to stay here.
Why?
I think they wanted people here to receive any other legionnaires if they came to the city. But we are going to war.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Forgot you told us that.
So the city legionnaires are going to be guarding Javenna alone. And we are leaving tomorrow.
We're not in Javenna, right?
This is Javenna.
This is, well, you know, I mean, the one good thing is that, you know, that big coral monster thing that's gone. So,
What?
yes, you will not have to kill that thing, Monotone.
yeah.
What? She's
Yeah, it's
just
this big
squinting at you.
monster that looked like it was made out of coral.
Yeah,
It's very
don't,
pretty. I'm gonna pull the piece out of my bag.
don't worry about it. We're members of the Lion's Hip, and we were just gonna have a rest here. I'm Marcus, by the way, and this is Althea, Eka, and Mirhum. And this is Ellen. And you know, we were just gonna have a rest on one of these bunks. If you don't want to go to war, you could always join us.
What?
Yeah, they could go and join the order. And
Oh, that is true. You could join the Order if you did not want to go to war.
You see the
It's like a one in, one out situation, Miriam.
yeah, that'd be pretty choice actually. They could take all spots actually.
the young man like darts his head over and then looks up at the woman. Says, "Donatella, what do you think?" I do not know if it is right for us. The Legion offers a life after service. If we
But I mean,
survive.
my parents were one of them was, in the order, and I kind of grew up in it. So I mean, it kind of does offer, life afterwards.
Oh yeah, if you want to have fun, you probably don't want to join those. So, good luck at war. Hope you don't die. I'm just gonna get on this bunk over here then. I'm gonna start walking towards it.
What is included in joining? The young man says.
Well, you don't have to go to war. And these are our oaths. And girl. First, and everyone has to say them together.
Oh shit. Okay.
Just scroll up.
Well, Aka's just like mumbling along with you all, kind of keeping the cadence.
Trying to remember the word.
Just saying
It's like
watermelon.
the kid that doesn't know the words to the hymns at church and he just
Well, don't
mumbles.
tell us what
or
it
his
sounds
dad
like.
shakes
Let's do
him.
it. Let's do it, y'all. Everybody got them?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
1. I am a servant.
Servant.
I'm Andy. The timber to stay in I serve my commander. While the Senate still my emperor.
All right, hold on. Pause. It's tight. Hold on. Pause. It's tie tier.
Titter?
It is not titter. It is tie tier.
It's tighter.
It is not titter. It is tie tier.
Who said titter?
All of you said titter.
I didn't. I said.
All right, continue with number 2.
2.
I think we've got that.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to. If anybody's dropping in, I don't want them to think that that's what the show sounds like. Okay, so you all speak that, and the young man sort of like scratches his neck and says, "And
make a persuasion check.
if you go, if you are technically a legionnaire, does the order protect you if what you do is technically considered desertion?"
Well, it wouldn't be so much as desertion, right?
It's a really
can
good question.
Can I make a law roll?
Sure, make just a generic intelligence check to...
No, it wouldn't be a history. Fall under the history.
I guess it could. Yeah, history. History's fine. That's a good case for history. 23.
23.
It's happened before in the Legion. The Legion doesn't like it. They do try to, like, court-martial Lion's Hope members who have done that. But it is technically allowed.
Well, I mean, it's not their preferred situation, but it is technically allowed. After all, we are servants to the Emperor himself.
Oh.
Yeah, it's less, deserting, more just, switching branches.
Yes.
Uh,
Actually, can Merahim just become like a fantasy lawyer now? I think that's more his bag than an adventure.
I could I come with you?
I see no problem
Possibly.
with it. Summon your bird.
Oh, I cannot. I have not traveled to the mountain yet.
Well, there's already, one benefit. We have, all of our animals. Pretty cool, in my opinion.
And Donatella, behind him, still on the bed, she has not come down, says, "Are you sure, Judas?"
His name is Judas.
Judas. And
Is it me, Gina?
he turns and then he says, "Could you convince her? Do you think? Could you tell her something about it that would make it preferable to dying in a war?"
Yeah, no, I mean, we're all gonna die someday, but,
Maybe we should let Althea handle this one.
if you don't want to join, you shouldn't join. I kind of regret
No,
joining.
I think you should join. Here, you can take my spot.
And you would take my spot in the Legion?
Akka, that's not how this.
No, I'm not a member of the Legion.
Akka.
Yeah, Akka, remember that time we tried to get out of it by giving our wine pauldrons to those drunks in the bar, and then they found us on the road the next day? I don't think it'll work like that, actually.
Oh yeah, I can still hear them yelling at us in the back of my head.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is this is the worst retirement.
Look, I would like to join, but I don't want Teller to go to war for evil. Not, and he like his eyes go big after he says that. I don't want her to go to war for reasons she and I do not agree with. Could one of you tell her something about your order? And he's kind of like eyes big, trying to like. He's lying. He's trying to get you to say something. He's like, hey, lie to my girlfriend, please. Tell her something about your order. That's what his expression is conveying.
Well, listen. So when you join the order, you know, there are some pretty nice perks. I mean, there's a lot of really nice people in the order. Like, for us, for example, I mean, we're some pretty nice people. But also, you know, there was, you know, during our training, there's one person who, like, took us out for ice cream, and there was another person who, like, took us out to a store, and we all got to, like, buy one thing. Like, look at this bracelet, and she shows this bracelet on her hand. It's got a little lion's head on it. Kind of looks like some lightning wrapped around it. Now, this is what I got. Isn't it pretty?
All right,
So
make
you're
a.
it's a lot of people.
Can I help?
Yes.
Sorry, Connor, are you going?
I was just wondering, is this is this technically lying? Because that one lady did take us to go like buy something.
Yeah.
Oh no, they took us out for beer, not ice cream.
But they could have technically taken you out for what would be very medieval gelato in this in the setting.
Medieval gelato is a bardcore name for sure.
You have you may try to give assistance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. And one of the main benefits of being in the Lion's Hope is that while you might be sworn to fight on occasion, I myself served 15 years working clerical. So you don't have to go and do any of the mainline battle if you find yourself more inclined towards the more sophisticated arts, such as penmanship.
It's quite true.
Okay. Now, Althea, make her roll with advantage because of the assistance. Also, Nathaniel, please do not bully chat.
Is this persuasion or deception?
Persuasion.
Okay. Oh, but you said with advantage. Oh no. Bad. First one was a natural 1 though. So.
I
Wait. Do they find her attractive? Oh, you already have advantage. Never mind.
do not think so.
I'm also not attuned to the thing yet.
The Legion offers me.
We also get money. I don't know if that's like something on your, and like we get paid for our jobs, and we get paid like quite a hefty sum.
But
And she's gonna like open her bag of 162 gold. We also get to like keep spoils whenever we, you know, find some things. Like I just got this really cool cloak.
Yeah, no,
Just gonna put on the cloak
it
and,
sounds like it sounds like she doesn't want to join. Maybe you should just go off to war then.
yeah, she just shakes her head and says, "If the Jackals gain enough power in the Senate, then I shall be given my own land and a great deal more when I retire from my service." So
The Jackals, we've heard that before, right?
Me and you have in
so
AD, but not.
out of character,
not my
you have
part.
heard that in a different context. I think you will. Who is interested in local politics of the party?
I mean, do you even have to ask?
I know that Marahim knows what's up, but
I feel like Althea would be privy, but not too interested.
I feel like Althea would hear Marahim talking about it a lot to her because he
Yeah.
doesn't have anyone else to talk to it about.
And she would humor Uncle
okay.
Marahim.
So in the Senate, which is largely not very powerful, there have been two principal groups who have sort of vied for power and gone back and forth, called the Hawks and the Pythons. But there is a third group that has risen in the last 40 years that have basically like 6 of the 100 seats in the Senate. They are all plebeians from the dissolved House of the Senate of the plebeians, called the House of the Plebeians. And they are called the Jackals, disparagingly.
Mm.
And Judius turns and says, I do not think that it will work, Donatella. And she just shrugs. And he, like, looks up at the ceiling in frustration. And then he sort of turns to you all and says, I will remain.
I have one more thing to ask you, Donatella. Have you ever been to war?
No. This is going to be my first time leaving Hallandor.
And I'm gonna unbuckle my pauldron and throw it to the ground. And I'm gonna, like, take my shirt off. And weirdly, I have abs. No. And he's just got... It's just nothing. He doesn't have anything for an arm. It's completely gone. This is what war gets you.
Oh, shit.
Hedge your bets if you wish. Stay in the army and serve, and hope you don't end up worse off than I am. But do not be fool enough to think that staying safe means staying in a serving army.
Yeah, but Miriam, didn't that happen when you were a member of the Lion's Head?
Would he? No, it did not, actually.
Sorry.
Marahim,
I have a long and varied background in history.
Marahim, make a intimidation check at disadvantage.
A disadvantage, okay.
Mhm.
Where's that? There it is. 18.
Wow.
Oh man.
She looks at it and gets down from her bunk and she starts packing a bag. And Judius goes over to her and is like, and then he walks back to you all and says, Donatella's older brother lost his arm in war. Dasiro. I think
She just beat.
I think we're going to go with you. Could you meet us outside of the city? There's a alcove of trees about an hour away. We are going to head there. We cannot be here if any more legionnaires arrive.
Of course. If anyone stops you, tell them that you've been reassigned by order of the Lion's Hope.
All right.
But don't get stopped, if you catch my drift.
I will certainly try not to be. And he looks at you all and gives you like this big ass smile, and then he goes and starts packing a bag, and the two of them leave, and you all may take a rest if you choose, which I assume you do.
Yes.
No, Althea stays up all night. I'm just kidding.
All right, then. A long rest is achieved, and you all wake up in the early morning to the sound of still roaring thunder. And you are in the barrack, but you may leave the city. It's a very quick jaunt out of the city.
Yeah, I'm gonna jaunt. I'm gonna jaunt on out of there.
Should we head to that clearing?
Yeah. No, let's leave them. That would be funny, wouldn't it? No.
Okay, is there anything else that you all wish to do in the city?
But before I went to bed, could I have attuned to that cloak?
Yeah. You have attuned.
Okay.
Does the extra damage work with the staff if you don't attune to it?
Does not. All of the features of it require attunement.
Is there any, like, can I know that this isn't in the exact spell description, but can I, like, use the identify spell to try and commune with the spirit and the staff in some way?
Yes. I'm gonna need you to make a charisma check to see if the identify gets you there.
Sure.
Basically,
Wait.
you are using the cast to be like, show me the secrets, but then something inside of you is like, show me your secret. You're basically using identify as a like bridge to the
Cool.
spirit inside the staff.
Oh, wait. I had it with a disadvantage, so the first one was a 20.
Okay. Then yeah, you start to cast identify, and you're like, show me.
Show me what you've got.
Show me what you got.
And you hear, "Hello, old boy."
Ooh.
Hello. Hello there.
Hi, you seem interesting.
As do you.
Not really my speed, dear fellow, but I'm willing if you are.
Oh, well, I figured that we might as well have a chat, get to know each other first.
Of course, only polite.
So, do you mind if I ask your name?
I can't give it to you.
Mm. Do you mind if I ask your intentions?
My intentions are burning, setting fires, killing your enemies along the way.
Do you have any questions that you would like to ask me?
Of course.
It's only polite if I allow you to ask them as well. This is a conversation, is it not?
What was your first kiss like, old boy?
Bubbly.
Akka peeks his head up to the top bunk where Marcus is, and he's like, I think it was a rough day for Marcus. He's speaking in his sleep.
I want to know something else, old boy.
I asked 2 questions. Please, go right ahead.
Sure, let's go back and forth. You don't strike me as someone who likes to wage war with the arcane.
No.
No. Perhaps your friend?
No, he punches things.
No. The young one.
I don't think that she's quite your speed either.
Ah, dear chap, I wonder if you might consider changing the way that you look at magic and making use of me.
What would happen if I did use you to wage war?
Oh, simple. I occasionally poke my head out and make everyone realize just how powerful you can be, old boy. You have my word, dear chap. I won't hurt any of your little friends. I can feel it. This goes both ways. I can feel you being concerned.
Can I ask again, what were the circumstances that resulted in your current attachment to such a staff?
I broke through the veil, came into your little world here, and found myself on the opposite end of an elf wizard. What I am is a bit complicated, but I still have a soul. Trapped me, he did. Put me inside of a little staff and set me aside for the day that his little boy would be able to pick me up and use me. But would you know, he was a bit too gentle. I wasn't the right fit for him, either.
What was this boy's name? Caladrius.
I think it was Galadrius.
Ah, Caladrius. It's a common mistake.
Oh, Caladrius with a C. Oh.
Yes.
There go on my face.
Quite.
So, what'd it be, Mr. Horns?
I think that maybe the two of us should sleep on our potential companionship.
I can do nothing but. And he goes away.
All right. Do I have any idea, like, what is inside it? Like,
I think from your, from Identify, and I think by having cast Identify on it twice, you understand that the staff's power is arcane. The power of this thing inside of it is divine, but like the negative side of divine.
oh, demonic?
Likely. It does not seem to be of a Hallandor flavor of divine.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
And
interesting.
anything else that you all want to do in the city? Before you go out and meet Donatella and Julius?
I'm good.
Could I potentially use prestidigitation on Oak to change it to be the same color like the Lion's Hope blue?
Yeah, you can. You have to do it like every hour or so. Doesn't look quite as dashing.
Blue and green look phenomenal together. Do not stress too much about the color. It just accentuates the vivid royalty of our blue.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Uncle Mary. By the way, who were you just talking to?
I think I was talking to some sort of fire deity. Fire angel, maybe a fire demon, something along those lines. Something lives in this staff. I would not, I would be cautious.
Did you check to make sure it's telling you the truth?
No. But it didn't tell me it was an angel. It's, it's just, I kind of got that, like, magic-y vibe.
Yeah.
You could also pretty clearly tell it wasn't really telling the truth, so...
Okay, is there anything else that you all choose to do in Javenna?
I don't think so.
No. Oh, while I do that thing, can I copy Blur into my spellbook?
Sure. I'm assuming, Akka, you attuned to your cestus.
Yeah, I will. I'll wear them around my neck like an old boxer would tie gloves around their neck, like with the laces, and sleep with them.
Nice. Yeah, so you are attuned to them. Since you've taken a long rest, are you going to choose for the damage type? Is it going to be cold, fire, or lightning?
Do I choose one and it stays that way forever, or is it like a daily thing?
Daily thing. So...
let's do... I like the idea of lightning. So... just a little bit of that, magnetic friction when I punch so hard.
It's very thematic with the campaign so far, too.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't have somebody going around breathing lightning without me giving a couple punches of it.
Yeah, so you just every long rest from here on out, unless you tell me it's different, I'm going to assume it's lightning, but if you know, like, oh, we're going up against more ice creatures, and you decide, oh, we took a long rest, I'm going to do fire, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks.
Okay. Is there anything else that you all are going to do in the city?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, me, Marcus, and Akka can waste more time if you'd like.
Okay, so you all go out and meet Donatella and Judius. They actually seem kind of optimistic when you come across them. Like, they seem bushy-tailed, ready to go. So how do you all choose to return to Lysaray? It is a 2-day flight. With the storm, it might take you closer to 2.5 or 3 days. Or you could travel by road, and it would take about a week.
Even if we summon our like riding ones.
Oh, then it would take you about 4 days.
How would the flight work with the extra weight of Judius and Donatella? Do we know?
You would be able to likely carry them.
Okay.
Your most like small birds are basically as strong as a horse when they're big. So Toot Toot and Pipsqueak would be able to carry like them in addition to their normal riders. Larry and Alan would probably be able to carry multiple people, not just 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. You want to hop on Alan with me? I know he's pretty small right now, but I'm going to send him off. He's going to come back, and we're probably going to fly back to... what's the place that we're going again? Lysaria?
Lysaray.
Lysaray, okay. Yeah, we're going to fly back to Lysaray, and then you guys can get all sworn in, go through the trials, that sort of thing.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, and the 2 of them hop on Alan with you when he returns big. And Alan always likes to make an entrance whenever he changes sizes.
Yeah.
Would you say he's a cock of the walk?
He very much is. Like, he lands and like does like 2 strut steps and then like hits a pose and waits for people to mount him.
Yeah, that's just Alan. He likes to do that. Give him a little pat, let him know that you saw. Alan, we're gonna head on over.
Yeah, all right. And they both pat him. And you all fly to Lysaray by the sounds of it. It takes you 2 days, but you arrive there in the early morning in Lysaray. And you have to land outside of the city. That's the rules. Only very high-ranking members of the Empire can actually fly in. But you are not too far away from the Temple of Tytir. We are going to take a break, and when we return, I'd like to know what everybody's vote is for how they get there. If you would rather go through the statue gardens or through Little Lambasa. And I can explain what those are.
What is Little Lambasa? Is that just like a
So before the nation to the south, Akjum, before it was a nation, it was a group of tribes, and there were a few cities, and one of them was Lambasa. And essentially, for a few of Hallandor's campaigns, mercenaries from Lambasa were a huge part of their force.
Cool.
And so enough of them lived in Hallandor like a few hundred years ago that essentially this area of town became like a miniature city inside of Lysaray.
And it's like good food.
It is great food. I have a list of food that one of the stalls has.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I know where Mariam's voting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we're all decided, actually. That's right.
Okay. Then we will be returning after our break. Does 7:35 sound good?
Sounds good.
For getting back?
Yeah.
Okay. See you all at 7:35.
Is anybody not walking away during break?
I will be right back.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Alrighty. Hello, chat. Connor here to answer any questions you got. Looks like we don't have any questions. How's everyone doing tonight? That sticker is adorable. No, everyone is not a druid. I play Aster. I also play Aster in the A team, and he is a druid. But I don't know if there are any others other than Marcus in the Lion's Hope. I can't remember what everyone is in Team 1 or in the Thorns. But I don't think anyone is a druid in the Thorns. I'm pretty sure.
Nick, did they answer your question about everybody being a druid?
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do we only have 2 druids, right? There's Marcus and then Aster.
Yeah, which is your adventurer character.
Yeah, that's my adventurer. The little weirdo. I'm kind of like curious to see what our group will think of my other group. So the birds are soul bonds. Each person can have 4 soul bonds. There is one of the fang, one of the hoof, one of water, and one of sky. And the birds are the ones of the sky.
And so there's like a ritual that you have to undergo at this mountain, and so that happened before the stream for these characters, and I imagine that there's going to be an opportunity for our adventure characters to experience that.
Yeah,
I think A team is already like on their way to the mountain.
Yeah, let me. So the mountain in question is the Ortushan Mountain. It is the tallest mountain in the world. It is far from the biggest. The one to the north and one to the south are much bigger, like ranges, but the peak of the Ortushan Mountains goes higher than any other. Here it is. I'm showing it on stream. I'm not showing it to you all because I would have to go and fetch the ribbon, and that takes some time. Not too much time. It's pretty close.
So A team's like literally right next to it already.
Yes, because you all are almost to Lysere, which is right here.
Oh, geez. So that's where we're going.
Yeah, you all are
That's where
gonna get there. You all are actually like closer to there. But I didn't move you all there because.
So where are we at? Is the mountain the one under the A team? I'm sorry, I'm looking at the stream at the moment.
Yeah, the mountain that you all went under is the one that you're next to.
Okay.
This is the Ortushan Mountain.
Cool. I was thinking the Ortushan Mountain was going to be in Yorn.
Nope.
I don't know why I was thinking that, but I was like, oh.
Because Aster's from Yorn?
Well, we're heading to Yorn. Probably.
Nick, I promise that I do just as much world building in our campaign.
Oh, is that one of your players?
Yeah.
And if any of my players are watching, I've tried. Not this level.
Look, if what you gotta do is you gotta be unemployed and have your.
I am unemployed. I'm just lazy.
You gotta have your massive D&D world that has over 200 countries, and then you gotta have the world for the novel you've been working on for a few years that has over 100 countries that you've written, and then way more that you haven't gotten to, and then you decide, I want to do this stream. I should be reasonable, and you set out to make a place where there's 4 places, and then you're like, that's not how the world works, though, is it? And you decide to make about 26 distinct cultures that you then have to link. That's what you got to do. I know a lot about the formation of nations. I don't know shit about geography, as evidenced by does water flow to lakes? It's so lake. It goes lake into river towards ocean, right? Is that
Yeah, yeah.
okay?
That's how it works.
And it
yeah.
can go down from mountains because that's how I designed my maps.
Yeah. At least that's what I've learned from Googling Dungeons and Dragons maps. So I'm sure that there's a lot of good science that's gone into this post that I've read.
I mean, I'm trying to be very fair because I have enough gaps in my knowledge that, you know, there's a lot of things that aren't going to be realistic, but I think, you know, there's no ice cream, but there is gelato, because there probably would be. And then, I don't know,
Well, then-
I'm not gonna, like, if one of you mentions a doorknob, I'm not gonna, I probably have already, but I'm not gonna snap and be like, there's no doorknobs.
So realistically, the version of karaoke that Ian and I created in that one shot can technically exist.
It could, but it would be a bard who's like, I know 4 songs on my lute, and here are the lyrics. You can flip through them.
Hey, I mean, if you think about it, some karaoke bars, they're like, hey, you're limited to what's in this book. So,
Yeah,
except...
sorry, good.
Oh, no, I was done. I was just saying, makes sense.
Oh yeah, Nick, it's a non-Euclidean universe, so it definitely works.
Waterfalls.
I always say that in my game when things don't make sense.
I mean, I don't know about the geography of this world either, and it exists in my brain, and that means that the world works how I do, which is, hey, water cycle, water can fall anywhere. Lakes just exist.
Makes sense.
But like,
So,
the definition of a lake, though, is that a lake doesn't. It's like it's its own body of water. It might have like small rivers or
Lakes are big puddles. That's
Yeah.
obviously true.
lakes are just real big puddles.
If in this world, no, lakes work in this world how they work in our world, but God is an idiot and doesn't know how to explain that.
Look, if in the late 1800s Chicago can shift water to flow into a lake, a world of magic, they can have that happen, no problem.
That's right. It's just a bunch of druids casting Gust every day. Okay, so you all have entered Lyceray, more specifically, Little Lombasa. And this is a straight shot to the Temple of Tytir, sorry. And you have made this walk many a times. There are a few, like, there is a impressive dance theater that has, like, basically when there are big festivals, like this is a huge place for everybody in the city. Little Lombasa is, like, a very popular part of town. Like, it's usually very populated. And then there are a few food stalls. There's usually a market later in the day, not early. So right now there isn't one. But you can see the stall of a man you all know very, very well. He just calls himself Carr. That's all you know him as. You know that is not his real name, because he always smiles when he introduces himself. But you do see that he is already cooking in the early morning.
Car.
Oh! Hey there! Hi, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you too, Ka. These are our new friends, Donatella and Julius. This is Ka.
Pleasure. And he gives a big smile. He is very, very wrinkled. He is a human, and you estimate that he is in his early hundreds, to the point that he basically cooks by, like, feeling the ingredients. But he gives a big smile, and it really lights up his face. Like, he's a very delightful man, just from a quick smile.
It smells like breakfast is ready. What's the special today?
Today we're just it's just Moambe chicken. He gives you a smile because that is almost every day. That's the special because it is by far the most popular thing that he cooks.
You always keep me guessing.
Well, I try to, Aka. Would everybody like it? I've got some not quite yam, if you like. Not quite yam. I'll explain both of these dishes. Moambe.
I can't believe it's not butter, but yams.
Basically, because sweet potatoes don't grow here, and they are not currently in season to be brought here quickly enough that they are good to cook with. Like rich people can maybe afford them, but nobody who doesn't live in the fanciest houses in the city. So a not quite yam it's like mashed potatoes with ground up coffee and brown sugar. And then Moambe chicken is chicken, cassava leaves, a type of pepper sauce that's added to it, and then rice and peanuts. And that is Moambe chicken.
Yeah, I'll have both, I think.
Of course,
yeah,
of course.
Julius, you gotta try it. It's really good.
Yeah, I'll
Try not to eat it around Alan. He gets really mad about that.
Yeah, the whole chicken thing, but she'll be all right. You don't have to worry about Alan.
I'll eat it, and Donatella, I'll pay for both of us today if you wanna maybe get us drinks when we're officially lions. And she just kind of nods and says, "All right." That sounds...
I mean, you don't have to be lions to get everyone drinks.
That's true. I could always offer that. Make a perception check, all of you.
All of us?
Yeah.
9.
27.
15.
Okay.
That's a good spread.
Yeah. Both literally in your boy Carr's stall. Everybody but
it's a great spread too.
Everybody but Althea, you notice a very, very well-dressed man approaching. He is tall, dashingly handsome, black hair down to his sides. He looks like he is likely from one of the Gold Islands, in that he is pretty pale, has blue eyes. And he is approaching. He has a rapier at his side, this amazing light blue jacket thing, and a nice doublet, and he has a pack slung around his back, and he seems to be making a beeline towards Althea.
The robe is already working.
Yeah, Merihim's gonna step in front of Althea and be like, "Can I help you there, chap?"
Althea has one of the chicken sticks in her mouth as she's turns around.
Yeah, it's a total. If you all get both things, it would be a total of 4 silver because you're lions, and Carr likes the lions.
Is it 4 silver each?
No, 4 silver total.
Oh,
wow. Great.
Oh, imagine how free it would be if you turned into a lion, Marcus.
The gentleman stops, and he gets this broad smile, and it's a very nice smile. He's very handsome, and he sort of leans forward to stop himself, and he outstretches a hand to anyone who wants it, and says, "Oh, I was just coming over to say hello." Hello.
hi.
Hi,
Yeah,
how are
hi.
you doing?
I'm Marcus, and this is Althea and Eka and Merihim, and this is Donatella back there, and Julius.
Both of them wave over.
And this is Alan, and this is Carr.
Carr says, "Hello." And he holds out his hand to whoever takes it and says, "Fontaine Kensring."
Althea's gonna flip her hair over her shoulder and extend her hand out "Oh, pleasure to meet you."
You still have the chicken leg.
Yeah,
In your
chicken
mouth.
leg in one hand.
He takes your hand lightly but firmly. Well, firmly but gently. And he sort of dips into a sort of bow where you think for a second, like, maybe he's gonna try to actually, like, kiss my hand. But he stops and just sort of turns his head and gives you a smile and says, "A pleasure, Mrs. Althea."
And I'll, if he still is offering his hand, Akka will shake it.
Yeah, he turns to you and you shake it. Do you, like, grip it with your full Akka strength?
No, I mean, it is a really firm handshake, but it's not like I'm not trying to crush his hand or anything like that.
Gotcha.
And I'll just say, that's a fancy little toy you got there, and I point at his sword. I say, you compete with that?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah? Where do you, what kind of competitions?
Oh, occasionally I find myself in an arena, in a coliseum, in a fighting pit. But more often I find myself competing. Perhaps a gentleman has said something a bit rude about a lady, and I happen to be...
Merheim rolls his eyes.
And he kind of shoots, like, his eyes to you, Althea, when he says that. But then he looks back at
I
Akka
think
really quickly.
Althea also rolls her eyes because she'll flirt with the best of them, but she's a strong, independent woman, and she doesn't need any man to protect her honor.
Yeah, especially when she can just breathe lightning on them.
Can any man do an adequate job protecting her honor? That's maybe the better question.
Yeah.
But I happen to notice that you all were simply... you seem to stand out, and as someone who stands out myself, and he puts a hand on his chest.
Rolls his eyes again.
I thought that
I
it
kind
might...
of missed you on the way up. Sorry.
Well, occasionally things are right underneath our nose, and we only notice them when we need to. But I also noticed that you seem to be knights of the lion folk, the lion head people. The little... And he does, like, a cat paw in front of himself. The lion thing. You're lions, correct? You love lions.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's us.
That's marvelous. That's divine. I was on my way there because I had a bit of business needed to be done, and if you happened to be interested in helping me enter, because I'm supposed to speak to a Commander Norik, is his name, but they won't let me in because they say that he's not come out of his office recently, and so they can't get an answer from him. And I know that I was supposed to meet him 2 days ago, and I would really like to have a chat with the man.
What was this in reference to?
Well, I require the assistance of powerful folk.
Would you like me to write them a note about your situation? And I'm gonna take out a book and a pen, and I'm gonna say, I'm a wizard, so of course I can just send him a message straight away if you'd like.
Well, I mean, if you'd like to send him a message now, and then I go with you so that he is expecting me, I think that's agreeable.
What would you like? What is this in reference to? He's a busy man. He doesn't always remember everyone who sets up an appointment and exactly what they are discussing. He's bad with names, but good with concepts, you see. So what is this in reference to?
Should I speak it to you now, or would you like me to give you a vague summary and then tell you the exact wording of my message?
Just speak it to me now.
Okay. Dear Commander Norik, 'tis I, your friend, Fontaine. Some confusion. This voice is not my own. This is the voice of your friend, and then he kind of indicates to you with his hand and sort of spins it. I'm sorry, what's your...
are you asking me? Oh,
yes, what's your name,
yes.
gentleman?
You realize that I'm writing down the note, right? So you don't have to say my name.
I, the so spelled gentleman, am I am speaking through this gentleman whose voice you're hearing, who I assume you know, unless he is an imposter, in which case I'm glad that I am having him send you this spell so that you may find his evil. My friend, Commander Norik, I have arrived in town, and I have been unable to enter the Temple of Tytir to have a word with you about the situation that you have requested that I work with you, and you work with I upon. Thank you very much.
Can you give a brief summary? It just will really
Sincerely, your friend Fontaine. A brief summary. It's Fontaine, I'm here.
Right, but... Okay.
So what's his name again? Bill Fontaine Dautrieve?
Bill Fontaine. Also, that 20 deception check was because I don't have sending. I was just trying to get information out of him.
Sure.
Would I recognize the name Norik?
Well, Commander Norik is like the high command of... He is the commander.
He's like our
of the
top guy,
Lions
right?
Group.
Yeah, but I mean, like, growing up in it, would I have of rapport with this man to know if someone of this guy's staff, like of that looks like this guy, would meet with him?
Yeah, I mean...
Althea kind of seems Althea's kind of thinking that this guy is like not really
Sure.
much for combat.
So you know that Commander Norik is from the Golden Isles himself. And,
okay.
like, his beard is black and his eyes are a light shade of blue. His skin's very pale. Like, he is probably from the same one of the small Golden Isles as this Islands as this guy.
Okay.
Because his beard was black and his eyes were blue. And
Yeah, as the pirate song about Captain Norik, Commander Norik goes. So, are we going? Are we going there now?
Yes, why don't we go ahead and you can wait outside the temple and I will confirm with him that you are coming
I mean,
inside, and there we go.
I'll be honest, I fell for this once before. Another group of your order were entering the temple, and I said, hey, what if you slipped him a message for me? And they said that they would. And nothing.
Well,
I've heard nothing, so...
This might, satiate my uncle's.
When you say uncle, he looks at Merahim and, like, his eyes start up to the thorns, and he gives, like, a, huh, expression, and then he just looks back at you.
My uncle's might squash some of his qualms with you. If you don't mind, I can check to make sure that, you're just telling the truth, just comply for a second.
Oh, I don't think that's necessary. I think I'm the trustworthy fellow.
Oh, well, see that answer right there. Just, I think I might have to side with my dear uncle here.
Okay, very well. I'm sorry. I submit, my lady Althea.
All right, so I'm going to walk up. I'm going to put one... I'm going to put...
Bless you, dear boy.
a finger to his forehead. I don't really need to do this, but I'm just wanting to make it as difficult as possible for this man, and I'm just going to put one finger on his forehead.
Oh.
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
All right, hello.
And then I'm going to say... I'm just going to probe deep, because he said he's fine with it. So that means he automatically will, it'll automatically work, right?
Yep.
He's a willing creature.
Yep.
Yeah. Dope. All right.
The first thing that you hear on the surface as you cast the spell before you get any deeper or ask him a question is, oh, she's initiating contact. You're in, dear boy.
She's going to roll her eyes and go a little deeper.
Okay. You just see, like, memories of him sneaking in and out of, like, very wealthy-looking houses, taking things, putting them into things. You see him having, like, really, like, intense sword fights in a bunch of different places where, like, these are memories from his perspective. He is doing very well. that's like the images that you see.
You can see that you can hold your own. Now, let's see. Are you really here to see Norik?
Yes. And his mind says, of course I'm here to see Norik.
Yeah, and I'm gonna probe a little deeper to see if, like, it comes to light the reason why.
He is not really thinking about that. When you go a little deeper, it's, he's thinking about what he could say to be charming. He's, like, cycling through ideas of what he can say to get you to laugh.
The answer is not much, but you're not here to hurt Norik, are you?
No, of course not. And you find that to be true by probing. He does not think, of course I am. I'm gonna stab him. He doesn't think
It's
anything
gonna
like
be a
that.
little deeper on that answer.
Okay.
Paper.
You get the sense of we can help each other, Norik and I. That's kind of one of his thoughts that goes through.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I can do it every 6 seconds. Because it only lasts a minute. So I'm trying to get as much out of this as I can. So I'm going to say, why do you want Norik?
Well, he requested that I come. I can aid him in a few things, and he can aid me in a few things.
Deeper!
All right.
Deeper and deeper.
You dig a little bit deeper, and it is preventing invasion, is the phrase that he thinks for a split second.
I want to ask the question, but I don't think it's appropriate for Twitch.
Go ahead. We're not partners or anything.
What's the quickest you've ever blown?
Ever what?
Blown.
Blown what? Oh, you
Never
mean
mind.
my gift. And he thinks, quickest? That'd be 45 seconds.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna probe a little deeper on that one.
And he thinks,
Deeper and deeper.
he thinks, but my longest. 46 seconds. Not really. But my
No, that's canon. That's canon.
no, he genuinely thinks I could say something a bit lewd, but she seems classy. So keep it. Don't say anything too unfair. And so out loud he says, your first few times you're a bit quick on the drop.
He says that out loud.
Yeah. I mean, Althea asked a question out
Althea!
loud.
Oh, sorry. And she's just gonna bring her hand back, and then she's gonna pat his face. Just give him 2 quick little pats on the cheek and say, "Not enough man for me." And she's just gonna turn and walk away. He's good, Uncle Mare. We can take him.
Well, I will be honest, my feelings are a bit hurt. I feel like that overstepped the bound of what I agreed to deal with, but if it allows me to go and see Commander Norik, I think that I accept.
Right, shall we?
All right. Well, it was nice to meet you, Mr. Carr. I look forward to eating your fine meats. Thank you. And he gives him like a little tip of the head.
Also,
You should try the not quite yams. It's really good.
Oh, well, do we have time?
I mean, I could go for seconds.
Oh, well, let's go, Arca, my closest friend.
Althea also, the first go round, she paid for I had her pay for everybody's, and I had her just give Carr just a flat gold piece.
Yeah, and
So no one else take anything out.
Fontaine gets a not quite yam, and do you get just the not quite yam or the moambe?
I'll get the not quite yam.
Okay, and he says, "I'll pay, Arco. We're friends. I'll pay." And when Carr gives it to him. He goes,
Oh, you're my new best friend.
"Oh, well, this looks delicious. This looks delightful."
Marcus never pays.
You know what? Don't tell me how much it is. I'm getting very good at guessing the prices of food. So, and he reaches into his bag, and you see he has like a shit ton of platinum and gold. He doesn't even have any silver or copper. And he reaches in and gets out 4 gold pieces and says, "Will this cover it?"
Why, yes, it will. And then I'm gonna look at Carr and just nod.
Oh, I am getting much better. You know, a few times, and he kind of like wags his fingers. A few times I've been tricked by merchants taking a little bit more than I think the things I was paying for were worth. You know, you buy, and he pats his rapier. You buy a nice bit of oil for the sword, and they're like, "That'll be 200 gold," and I did it. But
Jesus, man, how many contests have you won that you can afford oil for that much?
you know, I need a lot of oil. I do.
I do too, and I like tap the canisters of body oil that I
Oh,
keep on.
you understand. And he puts the 4 gold down and says, "Thank you, Mr. Carr. This smells delicious, and I look forward to trying that chicken when I have a bit more time. Thank you." And he gives him what seems to be a genuine smile. And he turns and he takes a big bite and goes, that's very nice. What? Are we going?
Yes.
Very well. Let's sally forth. And he starts. You notice that his default walking gait is sauntering.
Althea rolls her eyes one more time.
Ben, while this has been going on, I've walked over. Is this like a little park or like what?
It's like a small garden plot.
Small garden. Okay, so I've gone into the grass and I've sat down and I'm trying to find like insects.
Okay. In Italy, I'm sure there are ants. So in Hallandor, there are ants. Yeah, you find there's like a little group of you know what? They're fire ants.
Oh no, and they're in your pants.
Oh no.
No, but they seem like cool with you.
Right on. Okay. So I guess since they're fire ants, I'm just gonna watch them. But when they start walking off, I'll say,
Yeah, I'll catch up in a little bit. I just want to, watch these new friends over here, and keep an eye on him.
You want me to keep an eye on Merihim? I certainly will, Marcus. I'll report everything that he does to you.
Yeah, that's fine. But Mirahim, you keep an eye on him too.
Of course, we'll keep an eye on each other because that's the way that friendships are made.
All right then.
Merihim's like over here by now.
and I'm just gonna go back to watching the ants.
Are you looking over the ants?
Oh yeah.
Do you know?
It's
Did
just
they?
a whole big group of them here, and I just wanted to watch them build their little house.
Oh.
See how that was going.
That's very nice. They're very impressive. They're the architects of dirt, aren't they?
Yeah, that's a little condescending, isn't it?
You know, I've never thought of that, but. And he leans down and says, "I apologize, little fellows. Do they like sweet things?"
Oh yeah, they love sweet things.
Oh, very well.
They're probably going to go over and steal some of his food in a little bit.
Yeah,
I point over to Car.
he spoons out some of his not quite yam and like drops it down onto the ground. I hope that this makes up for my insensitivity. I have to go and meet with a gentleman, but I will come by and see if there's a way that I might assist the construction of your new home.
Oh, yeah, Eka, I think I got a new best friend too. Eka never.
He
To be fair, they don't need to eat as much as I do.
He looks between the two of you and says, "I hope that that's sufficient to help them out. I'm a bit cross at myself, to be honest."
Yeah, well, we'll come back, check up on him, maybe get him some more yams.
I'm gonna start standing up and like brush the dirt off of me.
All right.
Start walking.
Well, Arka, my dear friend, shall we continue?
Yeah, better follow Uncle Raheem before he gets mad.
All right, should I call him Uncle as well? And you all come to the Temple of Tyr. It is a very old but beautifully constructed building. It is only a single story above ground, but you all know because you've been inside that it goes below ground, which the city, the Legion, the Empire do not know. And you all...
I don't think that we take him inside, though.
Well,
No,
you're not
Alfie,
inside yet.
He was
Okay,
fine.
good.
I said he was fine. Yeah. Also, while we were walking away, Althea was talking to Uncle Merahim and was like, "Sorry, I know I went in all. I might have stepped over in line back there, but I could tell he was like coming on to me, and it was just check in. Maybe, just maybe, maybe there was something there, but."
So you know how
it was-
Merahim's got that scowl on his portrait?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much more like Grumpy Cat right now than it's ever been before.
So, well, I mean, I did, debuff him, kind of. Also, I just really wanted to see, like, if there was anything I could really just, like, I don't know, guys like that really just, ugh, they're so gross. Wanted to emasculate him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Donatella and Julius are behind the two of you, and they are whispering, and you can try to see if you can hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
I want to see.
All right, that would be a perception check from each of you. You just hear Donatella say, kind of mean to him, and that's the only thing that you actually pick up. But you all have entered the community garden that the lions keep. This is the entrance to the actual temple proper. This is just a little courtyard where there are a few different types of vegetables from all around Walharn grown, and people come together like as families and take care of them. You see two young, not quite as powerful as you lions standing guard.
Hey, Betsy.
Hi, Althea.
How you
Alan.
say?
Yes, Alan with an A, that's my name. Not to be confused with the rooster, who I've met several times.
I'm not sure who would confuse you with a rooster, but you have a good day there, Alan.
And Aka Fontaine is trying to basically walk directly behind you. And Betsy puts her hand in between your back and his chest. Says, "Nope, not gonna get in that easy. Sorry, this guy's been trying to get in for the past 3 days to see the commander," he says, and,
I
He's
thought
fine.
you decided it's okay, Uncle Mary.
Yes, Uncle Merahim has said that it would be fine.
I actually never said that it would be fine. I will be going in and meeting directly with the commander.
Commander Norik.
And you may sit in the garden.
I would like
Uncle
to...
Merahim, I told you I rubbed his head. He's okay. If it makes you feel any better, if we bring him in, I'll take responsibility for him. If anything happens, it's on me, not on you. Okay?
Very well.
So...
Strip.
Sorry?
Strip.
I certainly
Your
wear
sword, your
anything as it
knives,
is.
anything along those lines.
Well, Aka, he
You will
wants
be
you
meeting them
to
at the
take off
door.
all of your clothes. I'll be honest, I don't think that you should speak to Aka that way. Aka, you should maintain the clothes that you have right now, if it makes you feel
I've
uncomfortable.
made a few gold this way before, but those were harder times.
Yes.
Aka, I was not talking to you, my friend.
Oh, well, Marcus, I don't think
Marcus,
that you need to
I was
take
not
off.
talking to you. Sir, would you like to go see the commander?
I would love to see the commander.
Lose your sword.
That I cannot do, I'm sorry.
Then you may not enter. I will go and let him know that you are here, and if he wishes to see you, He will send for you.
Fine. Right, have been insulted and told that I may not enter for days on end, and I've had someone ask me questions about my sexual activity and insult me due to the results because apparently she could read my mind, but allow me to go and sit in the garden to wait to speak to someone who requested my presence.
Yes, but I have only heard that from you, and he has not responded to my message yet. So, I need to go get that confirmation from him. You understand that he is an important man, I'm sure.
Certainly,
As
go.
you seem to be yourself.
Go.
And then I'm gonna
And
go
you
inside.
notice that when you asked for the sword, he, his entire, body language changed before he started walking away. He suddenly looked a lot more imposing. And you notice that he's actually, has a very muscular build beneath his bulky jacket. And he seemed a little less silly.
I don't think that's a me as a person. I don't think that it's a crazy request for someone who's bragging about being a badass duelist to be like, "Hey, can you not bring your sword into our order?"
Oh,
when you're
I'm
trying
not.
to meet with our commander.
I don't necessarily think that it's unreasonable.
Althea is going to put her hand on Arahim's shoulder and say, "Give me a moment." We'll
The good one or the missing one?
The
It's the hardest
Let's just-
decision she's
it-
made.
The missing one. The missing one.
She puts her hand down and then, forgetting that it's the missing arm, pulls it back. I'll be right back.
I will go get the commander. I'm gonna go inside and go see if I can get in touch with him.
I'm gonna go talk
With them.
to Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yeah, he has squatted down and seems to be looking for something in the grass.
Mr. Fontaine.
Yes.
Listen, I know we got started off on the wrong foot. I was not necessarily meaning to insult you, more as keep your ego, not your ego in check. Maybe it's, you know what, whatever.
Right, you were trying to embarrass me.
Well, not necessarily. I just don't think you could handle all of this. It's not you, it's me.
Right. Well,
Anyway,
I've handled a lot before, but I'm sure that if I could probe into your mind, I would
Althea's
find some
gonna-
answers myself. But all right.
Althea's gonna turn her head to the right and cough and just lightning breath with the cough into the ground.
When you look back, his eyebrows are raised.
Yeah, sorry. See, sometimes that just happens. So really, it was more, it is me, it's me, not you. Anyway.
Sure, but I accept your apology if that's what this is.
Yes. Well, yes and no. Yes, it is an apology, and also no, there's more to it. I can see that you are very well equipped to handle that sword. I saw a little bit of your fightings in my head. That's why my uncle, you see, wanted for you to keep your sword out here, because I did tell him how good you were, and if you're worried to be away from it, Betsy's very trustworthy. I would trust her with my life. And I turn to Betsy and give her a thumbs up.
It's nothing to do with Betsy. It's everything to do with the sword.
Oh well.
It
Then
was.
what are your apprehensions of keeping it out here?
It was my father's, and many people want it, and I promised him as he died that I would keep it with me always. So
Okay.
I will
Well-
wait for Commander Norik to request me publicly.
Well, maybe then, maybe this is, knowing that now, maybe we can work something out. What if, I stand next to you and I hold the sword? I'll be with you like the whole time. If you want, we can like tie
Careful
a
holding
rope
this sword.
from
Something
me.
only lasts 45 seconds.
I feel as if my dear friend Akka has just insulted me from across dimensions. When you suggest that, he kind of rubs his chin. Can you make a persuasion check with advantage and a +1?
Ooh, yay! Okay.
He has
advantage. Let me find me attractive again. Oh, 28.
All right. He
Nice.
kind of looks at you and he kind of goes, "Could I keep hold of my belt? Could you hold it by the hilt and I still be..." I'm sure that this sounds very silly, but it was a promise to my father.
It doesn't sound silly at all. My father also passed away, so I'm actually following in his footsteps, being here myself.
And I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. I have Uncle Mayor.
Of course, good old
Anyway,
Uncle Merahim. And he gets up, and his body language has changed back into the more leading with the hips, swinging his shoulders.
So I'm gonna keep the belt as long as possible, and I want to have the sword on the opposite side of my body from him, so that he can't like reach over and grab it,
Sure, yeah.
not like reaching across me.
Yeah, he does have to be pretty close for that, but he is being respectful of your personal space.
Yeah.
Like, he is sort of turning his body at an angle so that you're not like bumping hips every few seconds.
Okay. I'm gonna walk us back over. I'm gonna say, "It's okay, Betsy," and then, "Come on, guys, let's go."
All right, and you all follow Merahim indoors.
While they were talking, I'll just say,
Hey Betsy, hey Ellen, it's Marcus from before. This is Donatello and Julius, and they want to join the Lion's Hope. I don't know if you want to send them right in.
Yeah, of course, go on in.
Okay, great. All right, come on in, boys.
And the two of them go in, and Alan kind of stops you and says, "Marcus,
Yeah,
you know that I remember you, right?
yeah, of course. I see you all the time out here.
Right, so you don't have to introduce yourself to me every time."
Well, yeah, but it's just polite, to come over here and say, it's Marcus. You see a lot of people out here, lots of people trying to sneak in. I'm awfully small, I might go under your sight line, something like that.
Hey, say hi, but you don't have to. You don't
I
have
guess
to
so.
introduce yourself.
It's all right. Well,
Look, if it. Okay, now I feel bad. If you want to introduce yourself, you can.
just like sometimes you're looking at over top of me and it looks like you don't see me or you don't recognize me.
No,
and
I do recognize you. I am sorry that I did have to ask you your name a second time a few weeks after we met, but
yeah. Well, I know Betsy knows my name, but it's sometimes Alan. You just I don't know.
All right, I'm sorry. Hey, Marcus, it's Alan from before, and I'm sorry.
Alan, that means a whole lot.
and I just, I'm gonna hug him.
Yeah, he leans down and hugs you.
Thanks, Alan. Akka and me, we're probably gonna get a drink tonight. Why don't you come out with us if you're off?
Hi, that sounds lovely.
All right. Right. See you, Alan. See you, Betsy.
And I'm gonna head in.
Yep. So you all pass through the training yard of the Temple of Tytir, where you see a group of recently passed their trial recruits being instructed by Sergeant Vance. He is a blonde-haired elf who is moving through some motions with his spear. He's just sort of shouting at them. But you all continue through, and you go to the mess hall, which is the biggest place in the whole first floor.
I think as we passed by, I said, Vance.
And
Yeah, and well, oh, go ahead.
and he just goes, "Oi, Marahim."
And while we're walking, I think I'm doing like the campus tour guide backward walk, and I'm like,
Yeah, this is where you're going to do your spear exercises. That's Vance. He's pretty good at them. Don't get on his bad side, though, because he'll make you do push-ups. That's no fun. And then, over there, that's the mess hall. Lots of good food there. Sometimes people get up and sing and dance. And we're just going to keep going this way, and then I'm going to turn around and try not to trip.
Yeah.
As Althea walks behind Vance, she's gonna cast like minor illusion right behind his head, and there's like a little chibi version of him going like just
Yeah. A
and like
few-
wagging his finger.
You see a few of the recruits laugh, and he just like his eyes go big, and he's like, "All right, push-ups."
Yeah,
And-
see? Just, for no reason. Just push-ups. Push-ups all the time.
And you all push on into the mess hall. You know that this is the farthest place that new recruits are allowed to go. So Judius and Donatello will have to wait here until they can speak to someone who handles like the attempt to join.
Yeah, anyways, you can't go any further than here, but help yourself. There's some food over there. Like I said, someone might jump up on a table, start singing. You could do that if you want. We'll see you later.
I could do that. I have a lovely voice.
Yeah, that'd be great. So, we have Old Fontaine here. He's going to entertain you, and we'll be right inside.
Oh, I mean, I'm going with you to speak to Commander Norik, but
Well, I guess he's not going to entertain you then.
perhaps later.
Anyways, we'll see you guys later. And I'm going to keep walking.
Sure. You all go to Commander Norik's office. Upon entering... Oh, I need to fetch another token. Upon entering... Well, you knock, and you hear Commander Norik's voice say, "Enter." You walk in, and when you enter, Commander Norik is seated behind his desk. He is a very broad-shouldered human man. He shaves his head, but he has this really thick beard that he actually braids in a style that you know is dwarven. And he has never seen like before 8 o'clock at night outside of his armor. So he is currently wearing heavy plate armor, even though he's sitting behind a desk. And he seems to be filling something out. He is in his like late 40s. And you see seated in a chair with her legs on his desk, like stretched out. You see a very thin, very tall woman. She looks like she is a wood elf. Her appearance implies that she's probably from Ursumer, if you had to guess. And she is wearing this sort of burgundy maroon colored cloak that she has sort of lazily strewn about. And what's odd is that she has 3 facial tattoos in the same color of that cloak. And they seem to be like half of a dagger on each chin, and then a big circle on her forehead. And Norik looks up and says, "Ah, you all are back."
Does she look familiar to any of us?
No, she is not a woman any of you have met.
Okay.
You all are back. How did it go?
Not as well as we might have hoped.
Fontaine?
I look over and I'm like, who brought him in?
You see, he's like literally connected to Alfie at this point.
Yeah, he like pokes his head fully in the door because he was only a little like silhouette. And he goes, "Hello, Commander." Oh, come in, boy. How are you?
Okay, fair enough.
I'm well. How are you, sir? I'm not as good as I could be. You and I can speak in a bit. If you all have anything that you feel you can't say, this young man has my trust. If there's anything that you feel that you can't say in front of him, I can ask that he be escorted out of the room, but I would like a briefing on your dealing with Caladrius.
Oh, I trust him. I already poked around in his brain.
Yes,
If
she...
you trust him, sir, then I trust him.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Mary.
Well, while we did disrupt the ritual that Caladrius was trying to perform, we lost. What's her name?
Makeda.
Makeda. We lost Makeda in the process.
Norik's face, like, flushes and he's just mouth agape. Shit.
What may be worse is that it seems that Caladrius has collected the souls of those that he kills. Most likely also the soul and the body of Makeda, which he will reanimate with the soul of a person loyal to him.
I don't think he kept her soul. I know that he definitely kept a body, but I think what that guy told us that he didn't keep their souls. He keeps his friends' souls. He just, asks their souls as they're leaving, like, can I use your body? And even if they say no, he's like, well, I'm going to do it anyway. It's just the principle of the thing for me asking.
Oh, okay.
That's not exactly what you got.
Oh, I thought that's what that one guy said. So I was like, what? Because I think I asked, does he
This was
need their...
earlier today, right? Like, Merahim's
Yes.
smart enough to remember exactly what was said.
Well, it was
right?
about 3 days ago. But what he basically said is the spell does not require them saying yes. But Caladrius, it's not just a principle. It is like, from what you gleaned from Kailash, he won't do it if he does not get permission.
Get permission.
Well, wait, I thought I asked, because I said, well, if he needs their permission, wouldn't he not be able to use her body? And then he was like, no, he'll use her body anyway, which is why we told them, hey, if you find her body, it's not her. I know that was why we told them.
Yeah, I'll have to go and listen to that, because I don't believe if he did say it that way and he put it in those words, that would be not in character. So,
No.
if I said that, I apologize. That was my mistake.
I might just be remembering it wrong, because I don't have it written down. I thought I did, but maybe I might be wrong.
Norik kind of just looks down at his desk and stops writing and says, so did they get away?
Yeah, there was a big dragon. Just like a real big one.
Well,
A green dragon swooped in and saved Caladrius, and while we did it, collect his assistant, what's his name, did...
Kailash.
What was it?
Kailash. Wait.
Kailash. Yeah, it was Kailash, wasn't it?
Kailash was the name of the assistant. If you want to know the guy who killed him, that was Dashor.
Dashor. Dashor decapitated the man.
Yeah, but he really had it coming, with the whole killing Makeda thing.
Yes, none of us are particularly against the murder, but there will be no more.
And Dashor, I'm glad that he was willing to restrain himself long enough that you could get some answers. And then for the first time you hear the voice of the woman sitting with her legs propped up on the desk. So, what was he doing? What was he after?
He was trying to start a new reality. And in the process, destroy this one.
That's pretty fucking heavy.
Yeah, there was an egg.
Both of them look like shocked when you say that. I thought he was trying to figure something out from what she was saying, but what the egg look like?
Like a galaxy.
Oh. Well.
I'm sorry, who might you be?
Hmm?
And who are you? I do not recognize you. It is
Well, I don't recognize you either.
a pleasure to meet you, Marahim.
Ah, pleasure's all
And
mine.
I sends his spectral hand out. And...
Pleasure's all mine. Sonora.
Yeah, no, I'm Marcus, and this is Eka and Althea, and this is Fontaine over there.
Hello, pleasure to meet you. He leans to say.
Oh, it's a dude?
No.
That was
Fontaine said that.
was
Oh.
Sonora is Boston.
How do you spell Sonora?
So we're all just eagerly hoping that she does not let loose an N-word.
Whoa. What?
Definitely hoping. She is accent from Boston. She is not actually a person from Boston.
Oh, okay.
Sonora, Sanora.
A-N.
Well,
What? Sonora?
yeah, my name is Sonora. It's nice to meet you all. Fuck, Nork. Goddamn. And Norik kind of just nods and says, Sonora is a member of an order that the Lion's Hope has long been friendly with.
What are your orders, oaths? Can you say them aloud?
Nah. She
Why, you
gives
don't remember
She
them?
gives you a smile and she says, Nah, I never memorized the damn things. I remember them long enough to say them, you know, when I became a full-fledged member, but after that, whew.
And what's your order again?
See, I told you, Mirahim, that... Sorry, Uncle Mirahim. And I forgot to use your title.
You don't need to know the name. And Norik says, you don't need to know the name. She was telling me that her order has recently had some trouble. Only a few days ago, an old god was released.
Marahim just opens his mouth to say something and then just like takes a big breath of air and closes his mouth again.
Some of my spies up north have told me that everyone in Yorn is terrified because they believe we're at the end of the world.
That new god wouldn't happen to be Naya, would it?
Old god, but...
Oh, yeah, that one.
And she kind of like turns her head and says, how'd you know?
Well, we kind of faced these guys with these masks, and they said something about...
White masks with gold lines on them?
Yes.
Yeah, we killed one, and he said, oh, he's going to be returned through Naya. It was really weird.
Well,
I told you we should have rung that guy's bell.
shit.
Yeah, but you
Okay,
couldn't really
so...
do the coral creature, you know? And that guy had the cool sword that, you know, sent us forward in time, and he said that he was going to kill Caladrius all by himself, and so I didn't think that we could fight him.
What did he look like?
Well, he had a mask on, so I couldn't really tell.
Was it just, did he look like the others?
No. He looked different.
Yeah, he said he was an adjudicator?
No, now you guys are really going to get him to say the N-word.
Both of them look like really shocked when you say adjudicator, and Norik just says, I'm glad that you didn't fight them.
Yeah, these guys wanted to, but I was like, man, I am tired. I'm bugged out. Let's head on back, maybe fight a coral creature instead. And then we saw a Triceratops, got some magic items, and we found Donatella and Julius, they want to join the order. They're outside. And now we're back.
Oh, there was like one bit of information from before we fought that guy in the tower. That guy that we were supposed to meet up with, Julius Cactus. Julius,
Sextus.
what was his? Yeah, that one. I actually remembered. I feel like
Yeah.
I called him Cactus.
Yeah, no worries.
I don't want you to think I'm not actually taking notes on your characters. So, I probed in his mind as well, and I think he's planning on like overthrowing the ruling party over there. I don't know if that's something that you
Wouldn't
want to
surprise
look
me.
into.
We
Like
can
shit.
take a look. Certainly. There's a. I'm glad that you all didn't fight an adjudicator. I doubt you would have survived. The white masks are trouble. And before, some of the veterans in the Order have faced adjudicators and lived. They seem to have been able to draw some power from this imprisoned god Naya before she was out, and now that she's out, I'm sure that they're further.
So you mean like a cleric?
I suppose, but they are deadly. We've been dealing with them more and more, and right now they're causing a problem in the city.
In this city?
Yes. They have seized the Temple of Kastarash. And you all know that Kastarash is the god of the dead in Howlandor. And
Well, why would anybody want to have that creepy place?
we don't know, but we can't go in because of the second law. And you'll recall that the second law is that if you cannot attack someone in holy ground.
Well, how did they get it? If they broke the second law, does that negate it?
That's the second law for you guys, the Lion's Hope.
Oh.
There's the oath that you swear, but then the laws are the actual rules.
That's why okay, that makes sense.
So we can't assist, and
Well, what if we just like smoked them out, and then once they're outside, then we do the
that's not going to work out.
cuffs.
We have a few of our order keeping a perimeter, ready to catch them if they leave.
Is it prudent to perhaps hire some unaffiliated?
That's what we're seeking to do. Finding some rat catchers, but that's not important.
What if we just like barricaded all the doors and all the exits?
Well, they have the
And,
priests.
let them starve.
They have the priests held hostage inside.
Collateral. I'm just kidding.
The issue is that the city guard are. The Cobblers Guild has decided not to work until a few of the patricians who own some of the, some of the shares in where they get their materials, who own the land where they grow whatever it is you make boots out of, but they're on strike until something happens, and so the city guard are harassing them day in and day out and don't have time to deal with one of our temples being invaded by a enemy army. It's troublesome. Fontaine.
Okay. Well,
He looks up
we've
at Fontaine.
reported in. Anything else?
He looks up at Fontaine. Yes, Commander Nork. Would you be willing to find a group of people who look capable and maybe pay them and I can just pay you back for their services to retaking the temple? I suppose that I could. Thank you. I know that we need to speak, and I'll inform all the guard that you have free run of the temple, but if you don't mind going and getting on that. Oh, no, certainly not at all. I can go do that. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. And he gives a smile, and he turns to you out there and says, do you mind if I take that back?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Thank you. Well, out there, and he kind of dips his head. Marcus? Aka? Uncle Merahim?
Fontaine, I must apologize. I hope you understand that my hesitation was purely out of protection for my order.
Uncle Merahim, I'm completely understand. Now, if you don't mind, I will certainly see if I can meet you all again. But for now, I must endeavor to hire the folk that will save this temple of a creepy god. Goodbye. And he walks outside.
As he's walking, right out the door, I'm gonna whisper to him, some people have lasted less than 42 seconds, so don't really let that get at you at all.
I'm leaving now. And he
And
walks
I was whispering it so only he would hear it.
Yep.
Stealth check.
When he leaves, there is a...
That first one was a 19.
Yeah. When he leaves, there is another lion, very young, unseasoned lion at the door, and Norik calls him in. Commander Norik, we've got another problem. Yes, what is it, boy? Spit it out. The statue garden? The statues, some of them are alive and are attacking people. Moving around. We saw a few of the folk, we think a few of those masked people inside of the Temple of Kastirash snuck out and are using this as a distraction. We saw a few of them there, walking around, seemingly helping these statues move, so...
Are these statues made of, gems?
I think a few inside of the palace of statues are.
We shall go.
Because the wizard had in his tower a bunch of gem statues that came to life.
I don't know anything about that, but... Maybe...
I feel like these would have,
These were statues that were already in the
they would
city,
be-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the statue garden, you all have walked through it a few times, most likely, and it is a few stock character statues and then a lot of historical ones. Norik,
I think
Yeah, I don't think that's safe.
Norik looks up at you all and says, "Would you be
Of
willing
course.
to?"
Well, we just got back from saving the world. I was thinking that maybe we could go get a drink with Ellen when he gets off.
Marcus,
I was just gonna
well,
say,
we
come on,
stopped-
Marcus.
we stopped to fight a coral monster. I think that the least we can do is actually help our own city.
Well, yeah, but I figured that there's a whole big order of Lion's Hope here, and there was 4 Lion's Hope in the other city.
Most of our members who are senior to yourselves are busy. You are currently our best bet.
Merahim is already leaving.
Marcus,
He's like,
I will give you a week's leave. You and Aka, if you go.
And Elka too. Oh, great. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
head out, Elka. We can go save these statues or kill them or whatever we need to do. All right. Well, see you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you
We're
got.
going out with Ellen later. If you want to come get a drink with us.
Maybe. Sure. And you all go through the city, and it is a lot more tense, and people are sort of rushing away. And you do see that the city guards seem to have decided to help out a little bit in corralling the Garden of Statues, sort of just keeping a line.
okay,
on our walk over, can I just like look at that piece of the ruby to see if it's like gotten any bigger in my bag?
Yeah, it has. It's a little, and it like when you get it out, it's like it doesn't quite want to punch you.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, it's just kind of curious about you now.
I'm gonna say, oh, hi there, little fella. I'm gonna call you. Your name's Toby. Toby Maguire.
No, it
Put
isn't.
back.
I'm just kidding. You may name it whatever you wish. But this is
I'm
the.
gonna name you Toby. All right, go sit back in the bag, cutie.
That is the entrance to the Garden of Statues, but you can see a few large marble or bronze shapes sort of shifting through the inner area of the garden. Are you all ready to enter, or is there something you would like to do before stepping in?
Let's get this over with and get our leave. I want to see if these statues' ribs break just as easy.
Whoops, sorry, I did
I'm
not mean
gonna-
to cast that stuff.
What the spell that you gave me about raising my AC by 1? What did you ever figure out if that was like a first level or a second level? Because you texted me second level, and then you said you thought it maybe was supposed to be a first, and then you're like, "Oh, get back to you," and I never asked again.
Yeah, second level, I believe.
Second level, okay. Then I'm gonna pop that because that lasts for an hour, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pop that on right before we go in. I'm gonna use it to get just like 10 feet ahead of the group as I cast it.
And I'm gonna, Akka is gonna say, let's give these a shot, and he's gonna tap his cestas together, and is gonna run in and just punch the first moving statue he sees.
Okay.
I'll have cast mage armor on myself on the way there. Over.
Okay.
And my turn. Okay, I'm gonna cast bark skin on myself. So I'm gonna just take a bit of oak bark and crumble it up and rub it on my face, and then my skin turns to bark as well. And then I'm going to wild shape into a direwolf, who also has bark mixed in with his fur that you can see protruding out of his skin.
Okay, dope.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, hold on, maybe not a direwolf. Sorry, I need to look at the stats for it.
All right. Let me go back to my token page here.
Oh my gosh, Akka is huge.
Yeah, direwolf.
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah,
you
no,
cast it in
I want
line.
to do a direwolf. Yep.
Okay.
So these are the statues that are alive, right? They're not all the statues are alive.
Not all of the statues are alive, no.
Is there a yet at the end of that sentence?
What the hell?
Whoa! It's a big wolf.
Jesus.
Sorry.
And he's large.
Yep. Okay. Nope, sorry. Althea said she was 10 feet ahead of everybody.
Oh, sorry, didn't hear that.
Yep, and everybody roll initiative. And by the way, there is you do see the palace of statues beyond, and it does look like there is probably some action going on in there. So any initiative rolls that you have here are going to be your initiative rolls for this entire statue situation.
I clicked on Marcus's initiative instead of the direwolf. Oh, it's the same, I think. Yeah, it's the same. Never mind.
Okay, 11, 10...
The direwolf only has a 0 dex. Oh wait,
What's that?
no.
No, it's 2. Plus 2.
Oh, whoops! I was looking at Nathaniel's. Might be.
Okay, so first up is Akka. Akka, it's your turn.
I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna run up and punch the first moving thing. I'm assuming this one's moving, or any of these ones around us moving.
None of the ones that are to your left or to your right are moving. There are what looks like humans, the same white masked individuals, but then there is a definitely moving statue over here. There's 2 of them moving on this little path.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to one of them, and Akka just keeps getting bigger and bigger as he charges over. And as soon as he gets to full size, he just is gonna slam his fist straight down into the thing. And Enlarge says I get advantage on strength ability checks. Does that count strength-based attacks?
It does not.
Okay. So I will attempt to attack. Oh wait, no. Well, it's the same. So 11 to hit.
11 does not hit the statue, no.
Okay, and then I'll use my second attack.
16 just hits.
Okay.
Okay. Starting off with a bang.
And plus 4 lightning damage. Or no, that's not lightning. That's just from being enlarged. So it's 10 bludgeoning and 6 lightning damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And I will use my bonus to... You know what? It's a new thing. I'm going to use my Tavern Brawler feat and attempt to grapple the statue.
Okay.
So I get advantage on this strength check. Is it athletics, right?
Yeah, athletics.
21.
Okay, you have grappled this statue.
So I literally, I like grab it, and so okay, sorry. I come up and I go to throw that big punch, and I hit the ground because I like come flying in up high from growing, and then I uppercut it with my left hand, and as its jaw opens up, I just wrap both of my arms around it and try to bear hug it.
Yeah, okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna let my dogs outside, and then I'll be back real quick.
Nope.
Guess it's time for a PetSmart ad then, Potts? Did you?
I gotta AFK.
Oh, you gotta go. Oh man. Well, I don't want to leave it to me to do a PetSmart ad. I don't support PetSmart. What's a competitor to PetSmart?
Oh god.
Petco? Petco?
Almost. Petco, yeah.
Petco kind of sounds like the evil version of PetSmart, though.
But on this show, we are constantly subverting expectations. So Petco is actually the good one.
Yeah.
Everyone just assumes it's evil because it has corporation
in its
title.
name. Yeah.
They're both evil.
Actually,
They're both
a lot of
corporations.
people, a lot of people think PetSmart's #1 competitor is Petco, but there's a secret behind-the-scenes runner that no one really knows about, and that's it's Pet Dumb.
No,
You have
no, that was too obvious.
You
Everyone
have
got it.
run
that's good.
across.
I like that.
Well, but isn't that more of a subversion of the expectation that it would be? Althea, you watch as the white mask, who is in front of you, just sort of sprints towards you, drawing his short sword. He gets in front of you. First attack is a 12 to hit.
No.
Second attack is a 22 to hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one is.
Then you take 7 points of slashing damage.
7 points of slashing. Okie dokie.
And then it is going to be Althea's turn. Please continue to talk, battle talk in character. I gotta let the dog back in now.
Auntie's gonna say, ouch, that's really any way to treat a lady, and is going to, oh god, does not fit my plan for what I was going to do.
Do you not have lightning bolt?
No.
Okay, I'm back.
Probably should have.
Althea, your turn.
I was gonna cast Chaos Bolt, but if this guy's in my melee range, that gives me disadvantage on my attacks, right?
Yeah, if you attack him with a ranged attack, yes.
But what if I attack like this guy or this guy?
No, you would be good.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt. And I want to say, I'm just gonna like push his head out of the way and point down to this guy.
Okay, I think it's more like you go to move your hand, and he thinks you're doing an attack, so he really easily gets out of the way of it.
Yeah.
But then it opens you up to the person you're actually attacking.
And that is going to be. Sorry, I'm going back and forth from my spells list to my.
Yeah, and
I'm
when
gonna do that. I'm gonna do it at the. Oh God, I don't know. Should I conserve my spells? I should probably conserve my spells. I'm only gonna do a first level. I was debating on doing it at third, but I'm gonna do it at first. And that is going to be a 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Hey, okay. And this is the one that I have to roll. I rolled 2d8 and then 1d6. And I'm going to say the first d8 is going to be the damage type, but if they're the same number, it has the chance. Oh, they are the same number. Okay. So hold on. That first one, I also need to add the 1d6. So that is going to be 6 points of. Oh my gosh, going back to my spell spot. Man, I should have said the third level. Dang it. So that is going to be acid damage. So 6 points of acid damage. And then because I rolled the same numbers, if you roll the same number on both d8s, the chaotic energy leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet. Make a new attack roll against the target and make a new damage roll. So it's going to be against that guy.
Back.
And that is going to be...
It's not within 30 feet, though.
No, it's in 30 feet of the guy who I hit first. And the spell is, I think the spell is 120 foot range. It's just within... Second one has to be within 30 feet of the first guy that I hit.
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead and make the attack
And
roll.
then... Dash an attack roll, it's going to be, a flat 20 to hit.
Okay.
And then there's going to be 2 more d8s, and the first d8 is going to be the damage type. So it's a 7, which is going to be psychic damage. So it's 11 plus another d6. So 17 points of psychic damage to one and 6 points of acid to the other.
Okay. This guy is bloodied.
Sweet. And then...
And he grabs his head on either side of his mask and goes,
and say, oh, you see what I did to your friend there? And then I'm going to spend a meta magic point, a sorcery point, to quicken my. And when I did that, when I casted that spell, I'm gonna move 10 feet back because that's actually gonna be my bonus action. Okay. Actually, no, I'm gonna move. I want to fly over top of him and move on the other side of him.
I don't think you would be able to get over him with your 10 feet.
Oh. Then I will go here.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn because that was my bonus action to fly.
Okay. Marcus, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to run through. Can I fit through these statues?
No, you cannot. The pedestals are high enough that you can't really fit. I guess it would be like difficult terrain for your large size to get through there.
Oh, it would be difficult terrain. Okay, in that case, I have enough movement, I think, to... Well, so what part would be difficult terrain?
This
20 feet?
Yeah, the 20 feet.
Okay, so that would be 40 feet. Okay. Okay, that changes. But I could go to, like, here, normally?
You can get to here normally. Here
Okay.
you would have to kind of deal with that pedestal.
Right. So that's 35. And then to get to here,
Yeah, you could swing that.
I could swing that? Okay. So I go forward to start to try to go through the statues, and then I realize that I'm not going to be able to fit, and I careen past them and go down the path. I jump like through Akka's legs, I think. I'm going like between them, and then I'll attack this guy. I have pack tactics, so
Yeah, and you have advantage because he is grappled.
okay.
Advantage +1.
All right.
Is
sounds
this
good.
is that guy a statue as well?
Yes.
So that is 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Okay, awesome. So, yeah, I think it's like I just barely grab onto his side when Akka like moves up towards me, and that is 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. This guy is bloodied.
And that's my turn.
Okay, nice. Next up, it is Marahim's turn.
Yeah, seeing our beefy boys leave the two squishy casters, I'm gonna go, well, might as well get this one out of the way early, and I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp again. And so a 5-foot hand is gonna appear behind the guy. Basically just like, how was that used? Yeah, basically Marahim just like shoves his hand into the dirt, and a stone hand made of cobblestone about the size of a person comes up and grabs at the masked person.
Yeah. Your DC saving throw. Your DC is 16. Right?
16.
Yeah. He hears the earth moving and turns and sees your hand, like the hand coming up, and he just puts his foot in the middle of the palm and like shoves it back down into the ground, and he is not grabbed.
Oh, well, it doesn't go away.
Right, but he's not grabbed. He
Okay.
just kind of like pushes it back, and it can't grab him for another 6 seconds.
Dang, he saved on his strength check. Okay, and this is difficult terrain over here?
Yeah, not for. So you, as a medium-sized person, would be able to go through the unobstructed paths.
Gotcha.
It would be even more difficult terrain for you to combine the pedestals because they are very high.
Gotcha.
They're like 3 feet off the ground.
And how far? This guy's got 30 feet. So we can get. You can pretty much come in there. All right, yeah, I'll run over here because I don't think that he can get me there. Oh, he can't. Shit. Let's see if he can get me there. No, he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to scale the thing, right? He'd have to like. Or he
Probably
could
not.
totally hit me. Okay. Yeah, I'll run over there.
Okay, cool. Next up, it is the turn of the statues. They all move forward. Ah, that was not my intention. When they move, by the way, it sounds like a massive slab of marble being pushed across another slab.
Ooh.
Like with every movement. And they move like realistic people. And Marcus, you are now surrounded by statues as several step off of their pedestals.
Okay.
Each of them slinking, no change in their expression. And you are going to be attacked 3 times. Basically, 2 of them are just like slamming their hands into you. The other one has like a gladius and is going to attack you with that.
Okay.
It's a 15 for the first attack,
Misses.
a 19 for the second,
Hits.
and a 16 for the last one.
Hits.
Okay.
And I made both of my saves, so I still have concentration for bark skin.
Okay, I need to do the damage though, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
No worries.
I was thinking what you rolled for some reason.
Oh, no. So for the damage, you take 6 bludgeoning damage, and
Okay.
then you take 7 slashing damage.
Okay. I made both of the Constitution saving throws for the
Okay.
rolls.
And then Akka, your guy is going to try to wriggle free.
Sorry, and Ben, what was that total?
6.
It was 6 and 7. It was 13, right?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Akka, your guy is going to try to wriggle free. I need you to make a athletics check.
Okay.
All right,
So
yeah, you
15.
you hold on to that statue as you just hear it like slide. And then that is the statue's turn. Now it is the turn of the mage. The mage is going to.
Where's the mage?
This is the mage. They're going to walk forward and they are going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action. And that is going to pop up, shoot towards Merahim,
Critically fail.
and it shoots past you and lodges itself in this statue over here.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And then, since Spiritual Weapon is a bonus action, they are going to then just sort of, you see them kind of
Well,
like,
casting it is an action, and then
Oh.
using it is a bonus, right?
you are correct. All right, that is the masked mage's turn, and now I need to roll something else for the initiative. Merahim, when you look and see this statue stands out because it seems to be the only statue that is not someone from Hallandor. It looks like a young man from the Udara Desert.
Interesting.
And okay, next up, it is back to the top of the order. Akka.
Okay. I am this one that I'm grappled with. I kind of having a bear hug. I'm going to start doing like the boxer kidney punch when they're wrapped up with each other. And make attack actions with the cestus. That's not advantage, but it's still 25 since it's the first roll.
Yep.
And 22 on the second.
Both of those hit.
Nice.
All right. So the first one will do 10 bludgeoning. Oh, actually, it will do 12 bludgeoning and 1 lightning damage. And the second one will do 13 bludgeoning and 5 lightning damage.
Yeah, Wolfus, you notice Akka. I'm guessing that you're not pulling your punches as much as you would against a flesh person.
Right.
You just see Akka's cestus-covered hand burst through this thing's chest with
Hell yeah.
lightning crackling around it, and then the statue just crumbles around him too.
Well, I just since I'm kidney punching it from in its sides and backsides, basically, it's I just cut it in half with my punches.
Yeah.
So it crumbles at the waist and the top tips over. You said it died?
Yeah, it's done. It's gone.
Okay. And once it does that, I'm gonna shift over here, and I'm gonna spend a key point to do a flurry of blows and make unarmed attacks against this statue.
Okay.
That's unarmed. 18 to hit on the first one and 15 on the second one.
18 hits, 15 does not.
Okay. That one's gonna do 10 bludgeoning damage, and it needs to make a what's my spell DC. It never saves. Every time I change it, it goes away. I think it's wisdom based, so it would be 8 plus 6. 14 difficulty of a, what is it, dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It manages.
Oh, wait. It must succeed on a dex saving throw or be knocked prone. It must make a strength saving throw or be pushed. Let's do the strength saving throw. I'm going to try and push it with this attack.
Okay. It saves.
Okay.
You push at it, but it just digs its heels into the
Right.
pedestal that it was on.
It says it can't take reactions until the end of its next turn, of my next turn, but I'm assuming that's only if it fails, right?
I think so.
Okay. But yeah, so I come over here and just like lunge at it, and I just drive my shoulder into it, thinking that I'm just gonna knock it back, but it just like props itself against that stand.
But it does take some damage, and like some it's like chalk is like being blown off of it when you hit it. Althea and Marahim, you just look over and there's this massive dire wolf and Akka super big, like just raining hell down on these statues. Is there anything else you want to do, Akka?
No, I think I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Then after Akka it is Althea. Or no, wait, sorry. It's the sword guy. Sword guy is going to turn, and he is going to come over and attack Althea. That is a 15 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay.
Dang.
You take 5 points of slashing damage, and then it is a dirty 20 to
Oh,
hit.
wait. Shield. Can I... Will you retroactively let me cast shield?
I can. He hit with his second attack if you would rather just use shield. Oh, wait, no. That would be above your... Okay. Yeah, you cast shield.
Yeah, the second attack would just hit, but the first attack wouldn't have.
Okay, so you don't take that 5 damage, but dirty 20. Instead, you take 9 slashing damage.
Oh, great. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Then that is his turn. Next up, it is your turn.
He is going to say, ouch. Is not nice. And I am going to risk the attack of opportunity and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
He takes a swipe at you, but he misses.
Okay.
Nice.
And when I get here, I'm going to spend. Am I? Hold on. My meta magic thing. If I were to, it doesn't say that it changes the amount that you have to spend on different levels for this one. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 sorcery points and quicken my I'm gonna cast Thunderstep. So all 3 of them need to make a Constitution.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's the range on it?
10 feet. It's a 10-foot diameter from me.
Okay.
So all 3 of them need to do it, and this is the one where I teleport. And so I'm going to.
They all have beat a 16.
Wow. But
Well, they
they
still
also
take half damage.
they also take half damage, and it's 3d10. Please roll high, please, dice gods.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Hey, okay. That ain't bad.
Okay, so they
I'll
all
take it,
take
I'll
8
take it.
damage.
I'll take it. Because one of them was blooded, so maybe that'll really fudge them up. And and then when I land, it has to be a spot where I can see, and I wouldn't have visual there. So I'm gonna be like here, and then I'm gonna go, foo, and use. Actually, no. Wait, no. I wanted to land here because I was then gonna, as an action. I was gonna do a little I was gonna at him.
Okay, you had him.
The-
Oh, you mean
the-
lightning breath? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
that one. I blanked for a second on what it was called.
I thought you were just trying to intimidate him. Yeah, one of these statues, you have blown off like one of its arms, and it is leaking marble dust.
I'm gonna turn to Uncle Merheim. Hey, look, that one looks like you. And then I'm gonna breathe on this guy.
Wow. Oh. Yeah, go ahead and breathe
He
lightning.
is an ableist. I love it.
Well, that's the deck save on his part.
is it?
16. Yeah.
Oh, natural 1.
Hey, okay. I forgot how much damage it does. It's 1d6 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Cool. I think I actually forgot to roll damage on the
Okay, so it's 5.
Oral Boy
plus-
earlier when I did it. 5 plus my spell attack.
It's 5 plus 5, right?
5 plus. It says my spell attack bonus is 8.
No, that's the
So
spell attack
my-
bonus. Your spell ability modifier.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says my spell. It just says
It's-
spell
so-
casting
yeah.
ability is charisma.
Yeah. So what's
So-
your charisma mod?
That is just plus 5. Just plus 5.
Yeah. He's not looking good.
Cool.
Is our boy.
Man, and I just put myself right back in range of him again.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering.
Yeah,
Plan was.
Next up.
I should have hasted that thing.
Next up, it is Marcus's turn.
I wasn't thinking.
All right, I am going to attack the statue that is next to Akka,
Sure.
and I have pack tactics still, so I'm going to attempt to bite him for 23 points of damage.
Okay. Or 23. You.
Or 23, yeah, geez, dude, I don't know how.
No worries.
this
You
works.
23 hits.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's 14 points of damage.
All right.
And he needs to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Yeah. He is bloodied, and he does not. He just fails his save, so he is
Okay.
prone.
Yeah, so I grab a hold of what does this statue look like?
It is like a Roman soldier. This is like a stock character.
Mm-hmm. And so I grab a hold of. I
Sorry.
imagine he has like a.
Hallandor soldier.
Yeah.
Um,
He has a sword in his hand,
yes.
I imagine. So I grab a hold of the stone sword in my maul, and I lift him up and slam him onto the ground with
Oh, nice.
with his sword.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Merahim, your turn.
I feel like Merihim would know the danger of like a wizard, like a mage on the field, and he might think that it would stop the statues. So he's going to use his action to have the hand go and reach for the mage. So it's gonna go to right to this position. I can't really see right here. So between these two, and try to grab the mage. That's gonna be a strength check.
Okay. Failure.
Okay, that's gonna be 2d6. So 10 bludgeoning damage, and they are restrained.
Yeah. You grab him, and it squeezes so tight that you hear a. And the mage.
Is there a pop?
No, but there are a bunch of bones breaking, and from like
Ooh.
between the knuckles of your stone hand, there's a little bit of blood.
Okay. And so and none of the statues are affected otherwise.
Nope, they still seem to be moving.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'm gonna use my movement then to. It's 30 feet.
Don't leave me.
I got concentration to maintain.
What do you have concentration on?
The hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll can't run there. So can I make it there? Okay, or would I need to go to this square?
No, you can make it here.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna run there.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you got to change. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you get there and turn to look like up this way, you see a stone arrow come from this side and pierce this statue, and the statue just crumbles on its mound just as it was beginning to move off of the pedestal that it was standing on.
Yeah, I had a feeling that.
This guy? Wait, this guy helped us?
When you look over, that statue is in a different pose.
Oh, but he took out an enemy statue. Or was he aiming at me? I guess we'll find out.
Next up, it is the statue's turn. Statue round. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4. The one that you knocked prone is going to stand up, and there will be. He walks right there. He walks right there. There's going to be 2 attacks on each of the big boys.
Okay.
First one on you, Akka, is a 14.
Miss.
Second one's a 21.
Hit.
Okay. You take 7 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
Attack on you, Wolfus. First one's a 16.
Hits.
Second one's a 6.
This is.
You take 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And
That shouldn't have been an advantage, so I lose my bark
bark
skin.
skin. Okay. That is statue round. Next up, Akka.
Alright, I'm gonna use my first attack with my cestus on this crumbling statue that was prone before.
Okay.
10, I assume, does not hit.
10 does not hit.
And I'll try and hit it with the next one. 13.
Does not hit.
Oof.
Is that your turn?
I'll use my bonus action to make an unarmed strike against it.
Okay.
And
does not
12.
hit.
'Cause there's no reason for me to roll above a 6.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
And, Question: how big are the things? They're the statues. They're technically medium-sized creatures.
Yeah, they're a little bit bigger than regular human size.
Can I like move like over them, like if it's like hindered terrain or whatever?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'll stay where I am and end my turn.
Okay.
So in past editions, I don't know how it works in 5e, but you could do like an acrobatics check or something to get through a threatened space.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really planning to do that. I was like more like
Trying to step over.
Akka kind of like jumps over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like bounds over like a big step kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. But is that your turn?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's my turn.
Okay. Marcus, it is your turn as a wolf, and you notice that 2 of the statues begin to turn and walk away from you, like they are going into the palace. To shorten this fight, so please do not take attacks of opportunity, because...
yeah, okay.
And you got 2 in front of you.
Okay. The one... well, actually, I'm going to ready an action to wait until they go.
Okay.
And I'm just going to bite when they go.
Sure.
Or move away.
Yeah. Those two statues, I'm making a note of it. They will be appearing in the Lion's next session. It is 9:23. I have groceries to bring in here in a second, so there we go. After Marcus, it is Merheim.
No, it's not. Isn't it Althea?
Oh, it's Althea. Sorry, yeah, 15. My
Wait,
bad.
I thought Sword Guy was before
Oh,
me.
it is Sword Guy's turn. Sword Guy's going to attack you. 10 and 12. I don't believe either of those hits.
Yep, both those miss. I'm gonna Scoochie, swinging his melee range,
Sure.
and I'm going to probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna cast Thunderstep one more again. So all three of them need to make a Dex saving throw,
Sure.
and
Sword Boy is the only one who failed. Both of the statues succeeded.
They're awfully dexterous for things made of stone.
They're just getting lucky.
I'm trying to see where I would have. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna teleport.
Sure.
And I'm gonna be like right here, and then I'm gonna step around this stone.
Yeah, can you roll the
and then-
damage?
Yeah, those 3d10s are. It's. Oh dang!
Okay. The Sword Boy is bloodied and looks really bad. This statue looks really bad. And this one is bloodied.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
Okay. Merheim, it's your turn.
Yeah, I think the hand is just gonna go ahead and grapple at this guy.
Okay. So it returns. He just fails. Got a 15.
Dang. Sucks to be him. That's gonna be 7 bludgeoning damage, and he's restrained.
No, he's not. He's dead. As you grab another human and crumble him up in your hand, your stone hand.
And I guess I think at that point, Miriam's just gonna like kind of like look at that, see they've got this handled, and just kind of be like, I don't know who this guy's shooting at, so I'm gonna just move into cover.
And when you do, at about right when you stop, you do see that statue now move, pull from within the folds of his robe. So something that you didn't think would be sculpted. He moves his robe and has a quiver of arrows at his hip, takes one of the stone arrows, puts it in his bow, notches it, fires off, and wrecks this statue.
Interesting.
And then he stops and is in a pose again, like a statue. And then it is statue turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. These two are going to attack you. So Marcus, go ahead and attack. Which one are you attacking?
Well, I want to go after it.
Sure.
Attack. I mean, I guess it's bloodied, so.
Then the bloodied one is going to attack Akka. It got a natural 20.
Okay.
Okay, you take 15 points of slashing damage. And then the other one is going to attack you, Marcus.
Okay.
That is only a 5.
Right. Misses.
Okay.
And I will attack the one that is not bloodied.
Okay.
And that's 17 to hit.
Sure, that hits.
I guess it's at advantage. 17 to hit. And then he'll need to make a 13 DC strength save, and I do 11 points of piercing damage.
Sure. He is bloodied. And he did not make his save, so he is prone.
Okay.
And then it is Akka's turn.
Okay. I'm going to attack the bloody one that is more in front of me.
You should have advantage on the other one, though, right?
You would have advantage on the other one.
Okay. And I'll make my second attack onto the other one.
Sure.
There we go.
22
Finally.
Okay. I'll, damage on that, plus enlarge. So it's 9 bludgeoning and 2 lightning damage onto that one.
Okay.
I swing and realize that I'm gonna miss this one statue, and so I just follow it through and slam into the one on the ground.
Yeah,
Nice.
tight. He is not
And-
looking good. Neither of them look like they can take much more abuse.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to do a martial arts attack on the prone one.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So that is 1 second enlarged bonus. That's a shame. 2 plus 15, 17 damage on it.
Okay.
So
yeah.
after I see that, I just rear my giant knee up close to my chest and just curb stomp it.
And you like
Against the,
shatter the whole
against-
thing.
Yeah, against the thing. So it's literally like American History X curb stomp its head.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just powder at this point. Okay.
And I will use my movement to jostle to here and end my turn.
Okay. Next up, it is Althea's go.
All right. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20.
So that's difficult terrain. So
That is okay.
that would be 5,
So it's
10,
gonna be 5.
20, 30, and you would end right there.
30 right there.
Yep.
Would I have line of sight?
Yeah, he would have cover though, so partial cover. So you would have disadvantage on an attack, or he would have advantage on a saving throw.
Oh, isn't partial cover just +2 to AC?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, I think half cover is what gives you.
I think half cover
Advantage,
gives you
disadvantage.
5.
No, it's
Uh,
half. It's partial cover. Is
I'll look it up.
+2,
It's
and then
it's for
full
right now.
cover
For right
is
now, we'll rule that it's a
plus,
+2. So go
yeah.
ahead and do what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with Ray of Frost.
Nice.
Okay.
A 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Dang. Well, Uncle Mareem, it's up to you.
Okay. Marcus, it's your turn.
All right.
No,
I'm
isn't it my turn?
No, Marcus is 11. Then you're 10.
Oh, okay.
He held his action last time. That's why he went
Got you.
for him.
I'm going to just pounce on this last statue here.
Yeah.
So with pack tactics, I'm at advantage. That's 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. And it deals 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay, he is just standing.
And
well,
you have to do the
He has
strength
failed.
save.
You have knocked him prone.
Okay. And I will go ahead and, with him being prone, I'm going to run to here first. And then to here. I have 50 feet of movement as a wolf.
Yeah.
And I probably provoke an attack of opportunity when I'm moving away, but I think he's at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, he swipes at you. Yeah, no, he won't hit you.
Okay.
And you get there, Marahim. It's your turn.
I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk out, and look at him and just point, and you hear like this gong of a bell. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Failure.
9 necrotic damage.
He's already taken damage, so he takes a little extra, right?
No, it's just you take it's 2d12. I just rolled terribly with this fucking d12s again.
Yeah, that statue is still up.
Cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and let's see.
Oh no! I forgot to roll an extra damage dice when I crit earlier.
Oh, well, I mean, you would have.
I wish it would have built-in triple dice roll
Yeah,
with
that'd be cool.
weapons, but I guess that's asking a lot of the system.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I think you can put. There's like a different crit damage that you can choose. Like it says, if you crit, does it deal like extra damage or something? If you
Okay,
do that pull down box thing.
Mayhem, is that your turn when you get there?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, he's going to dart at you. Marcus, you get an attack of opportunity if you choose. 22 hits.
He's 22. 7 points of piercing, and he needs to make the strength saving throw.
Okay, he actually succeeds, so you bite through him, but you like take off everything above his hips. So he's
Nice.
just two legs that are not going to fall unless they're knocked over.
Okay, awesome.
And then this one is going to get up. And
Oh yeah, there's still a guy.
get over here and is going to attack you, Aga.
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you take 4 points of slashing damage. It's your turn.
Ugh. Aka is roughed up pretty good. I'm gonna just start wailing on him if I can. Oh, that shouldn't be at advantage, so it's 12 to hit.
12 doesn't hit.
13 doesn't either.
Nope.
Do I have to hit to use Flurry of Blows after you take the attack action? Okay. I'm going to spend a key and Flurry of Blows at him.
Okay.
There we go.
24
hits.
and 26.
Both of those hit.
Nice.
Okay. So the first one does 9 blood. Oh, wait, plus. Does 13 bludgeoning. And the second one will do 9 bludgeoning.
Okay, you pulverize this thing. It is dead. Marcus is still a wolf. Akka is still giant. That is going to have to be our session. My mom just got home with groceries. I need to go help. It is 9:30. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for playing. And we will be back on Wednesday with another game from The Thorns at 6 o'clock Eastern.